The referee today is Aaron Davis from Pennsylvania. He's an East Penn ref, and on the national team, national panel radar, Haley Aguiar and Marlena Cower are going to be the assistant referees on the sidelines. They've got headsets on. They're going to be two other sets of eyes for Aaron in the middle. They can radio into him what they see off the ball play and that sort of thing. But Aaron, very competent, very fit, very fast, and being a referee myself, I'm looking forward to watching his game. He really keeps things going.
It should definitely be pretty open. I'm sure the referees are going to, the ARs and the referees are definitely going to allow them to get an open platform, an open game, and we'll take it from there, Buzz. We're about ready to kick off pretty soon.
Roland, this artificial turf, how's that going to affect play? It's cold. It's like concrete out there.
Well, we just walked the field, and it is actually a lovely playing surface. The only thing with the turf field, we need to be very quick. Here we're about to go to commercial, but let's go straight to commercial. And we'll talk about when we get back.
Referee Aaron Davis about to blow the whistle to start the game. And there it goes. The
Jake Humphrey.
Capital Rugby Union selects are in the white, the lighter colored jerseys, running from our left to right. The Rugby Stars are in blue, and we have a knock on already.
Yeah, quick tackle there. It looked like Zach Shell come right down and made the tackle, forced the error from the Stars prop, and scrum to the Capital.
Crouch! Bye!
Yep, seemed to have a problem in the middle there.
That's Guy Lopresti stood up, the hooker.
Together.
So we have two Loprestis on the field. I imagine they're brothers.
They sure are. Gonzaga boys.
Is that Dante is a hook?
Crouch!
And Guy is a hooker.
Correct.
Bye! Set! Help.
Yep.
That's a penalty.
A bit offside. The scrum half left a little early. There's our first penalty of the game.
Be interesting here whether they decide to go for points or stick it in the corner. It looks like they're going for the corner here, Buzz. That's Jake Humphrey. About 10 meters out from the line. Let's see a line out. Well, it looks like we have a shortened line out here from the Capital. It's a 5-man.
Yep.
Good ball.
Oh, they're going to have to tackle lower.
Yeah,
they're going to bring him down.
That's Thomas Dimitriou there with the big crash. That's the try. Jake Humphrey over the line.
Try awarded. 2.5 minutes into the game.
Fantastic. Great work there. Perfect ball off the top from Tyler Barbary, I believe. Straight down to Jacob Estes, our scrum half, who passed out absolutely perfect ball to allow one of the crashing forwards, who was Thomas Dimitriou, who set that up. And we get a lovely try as a result from Jake Humphrey. He's a very strong runner from the fly half position.
This is Nick Cool, the captain from Rocky Gorge, is teeing this up.
Actually, that's Jake again.
Jake?
The fly half. Yes, number 17.
Oh, Jake Humphrey. Okay.
Correct.
Sorry. Yep, you're right. From Norfolk Blues.
He is indeed. He's had a very strong season this year.
Right.
Conversion's good.
Let's take a look at that try again. Yep, there it was. Kind of rolled over into it.
Yeah, yeah. Poor tackling, I'd have to say, on the defensive line from the Stars. We can see now that's Casey Hansen, the number 121 there for the Stars. I believe he's playing in the centres today. He is a big boy. Watch for him going forward.
And that try started from the penalty for leaving early by the scrum half for the Stars. Here's our second kickoff of the day.
It's Dante. Got the ball up perfectly.
Release!
Stars are employing a rush defense, but it's been worked really well out all the way out into the capital winger. That's Eugene Beckton of Rocky Gorge.
And once again, the Stars missed the first up tackle. So,
Okay,
they're going to have to get lower.
They got to watch here. There's a number of massive overload on the far side.
Oh. And we have advantage by Aaron, the referee. Must have gone forward. Playing it on. Advantage is over.
It's Antoine Moore bringing the ball in right there.
They're setting it up nicely.
Yeah, he's a Hilton head. That's Big Joe Fotofili from the Washington Rugby Club. Nice phase play here from the Stars to get themselves back into the game. That's Casey Hansen again. He swallowed up really well. Nice tackle from Guy Lopresti there, setting up, driving them back. Oh, turnover, turned over.
And it's gone forward. Aaron is bringing it back to the scrummage. It's a cold day. The fingers are cold, you got to imagine. And dropping the ball early in this game is likely to happen more often than not.
Crouch! Bye!
Looks like we got a reset there. Looks like the front rows weren't particularly happy.
Yeah.
The Buzz, you need to watch the number 20 there for the Stars. That's Ben Connolly from Sydney, Australia. He is a very accomplished rugby player playing in the centres here today. I believe he can also play fullback.
Number 8 pickup there by the Stars. Worked for them.
Mike Fletcher.
And it's gone forward.
A big crash, but he couldn't hold on to the ball. And Dimitriou cleans it up again. He's having a very strong first opening 2 minutes. Nice clearing kick. And the Stars will look to rebound.
Well, he's got company back there, but they're not using him yet. Here it comes.
That's an interesting kick. And Nick Cole comes in to gather, but it just went forward. Unlucky there from the captain. That's his 11th cap today, Buzz.
11th cap?
Yeah,
really?
that he's the most capped Capitals player right now. So from the captain. Big scrum from the Capital. Oh.
Uh-oh.
Referee says not legal. It looked like we were going a little high in the front row there. Driving it up. But it's definitely an ominous sign for the Stars. That was a big shove from the Capital.
Guys, back. Setting
And let's see if the Stars can capitalize on a penalty the way that the Capital Rugby Union did it.
Nice kick from Connolly into the corner. Again, we're about 10 meters out.
And your men stand up. Okay. Yeah. Wait up.
Oh, terrible throw there. Capital got it, and a quick kick away. Turned the Stars, and it's a race. Nice defensive line from the Capital.
Good skip pass.
Very good. Nice pass from Tariq James, their scrum half.
Release!
Oh, that looked like a tackle, and he didn't release in the tackle. Is that correct, Buzz?
Yeah, that'd be right. Let's take a look at it again and see exactly what happened. Let's skip
Lovely
pass.
skip pass over the top
then-
there, but a big tackle. Big tackle again. Demetrio again. He's been all around the ruck area today. I know it's early, but he's making a big impact so far. He was a late replacement last night. Unfortunately, our number 6, Mo Katz, pulled up lame with a hamstring injury in the last training session last night. So Thomas got moved up from the subs bench to the start, and he's making the most of it.
Thank you for that,
Step
Rolly.
in, White.
Great ball off the top again.
Oh!
Michelle and Maul.
Coach Chuck Moore has obviously worked really hard
Grab
on these
blue.
lineouts with the Capital.
Yes, absolutely. He's done a fantastic job.
Hey, around.
Ball
wait.
there right at the back.
Release! Echo! Advantage.
Right, they're slowing it
They have
down.
advantage. There's a penalty against the Stars.
Inside ball there to John Davis, number 12. That's the Potomac Exiles inside center. Great crash.
Gain!
Oh, number 5. That's the, oh, just stepped out.
Now, let's see. Aaron is going to consult with Haley Aguiar, the assistant referee.
That-
And
Guys,
she's
guys,
going to tell him if it was in or out.
Touch blue line.
Nope, he stepped out.
That was our second row. Big Jeb Bell there from the Nova Club. Unfortunately, just seemed to put a foot on the white line.
So close.
Very close.
Here comes a line out to blue. Stars will throw it in. It's a 5-meter line out.
Oh,
Oh.
one again by Zach Shell. He's absolutely tormenting the Stars line out right now.
And lucky it went off his hand and into touch, so blue's going to get another try at this.
I think the Stars are going to have to come up with a plan B here at the lineouts because Zach Shell seems to be just sniffing them out right now.
And he's certainly getting up high.
Very good lifting there from Jeb. Oh, yep.
That worked a
that's
little better.
Much better. Going to the second pod. Mike Fletcher with the big rock and rumble.
Oh,
And a nice clearing kick. Ooh. CJ Burns. Nice kick from Nick Cool.
White's on!
Oh.
He's all by himself.
Oh, it's a nice step.
Yeah.
That's Anton Moore from Hilton Head,
Hey,
but he knocked it forward
Yep.
in the tackle.
he's blue! Leave it!
Capital tight head, CJ Burke.
Stop. Blue, stop!
Fred Wintermantle upended in the tackle, but we maintain possession. Beautiful skip ball. That's Tyler Barbary from BC.
Hold.
Here we go. This is very dangerous now.
Hands. Leave it.
Yep, and it's a penalty.
Very good, very good. Excellent position. And it's a quick ball. Fred Wintermantle.
Quick tap, he's down at the 2.
Guy Lopresti takes a dart. Held up again. Good defense from the Stars.
No.
Yep.
Need to release.
And a
Oh,
penalty against this Capital.
no release.
Not
Kick
releasing,
ball.
so we'll have a big
Ball.
kick here by Blue.
Not going.
And that's
2.
Ben
And he gave
Connolly.
Back 10.
He gave another 10 for back chat to the referee.
Another 10.
And that surprised me. Aaron's really patient referee. Somebody must have said something that he really didn't like.
Oh, that's short.
Well met.
Wintermantle cleans it up. Nice box kick there from Jacob Estes. And great cover there from Nick
Hey!
Cole. He's got the ball. Is he going to get it? It looks like a try.
Hold on. Hold on.
No, and
I think that's a try, Buzz.
I think so too. But Aaron is double checking with his AR, Marlena Cower, and
I am going to say that that is a try.
he's going in for the kick. So it looks like it's going to be try awarded.
Yes. That's Nick Cool on his 11th cap. The captain does it again.
So we're 25 minutes into the game,
Wait, and go for the ball.
and the score is 12-0 to the Capital Area Selects.
This is lovely play here from the kick from Estes, but the chase down from Nick Cole. Fantastic play. He really rushed the defender, made him make the mistake, and then was able to capitalize. Gets the 5-pointer for the Capital Selects. Jake Humphrey with the conversion attempt.
He's ready now, and it looks good.
Straight over.
So 24 minutes into the match, we have a score of 14 to the Capital Area Selects to nothing to the Stars. So these Stars, you mentioned somebody who's from BC, British Columbia, right? Somebody else from Australia. This is an international all-star squad.
They are. They're from many states, South Carolina, Georgia, Iowa, all over the place. And they come in, fly in, and spend a week working out and training very, very hard. And they do a really good job. And it's great to have them here today. Whoa.
Ooh. Kickoff was stolen, and we have advantage because it went forward before it was stolen.
Offside.
There's a big crash.
That's me.
The Stars definitely have momentum here. Oh, that's Casey Hansen.
And, ooh, we got offside to the Capital Area Selects. This is a dangerous place to have a penalty rolling.
Absolutely. A couple of big crash balls there from the Stars, trying to get themselves back into it.
Would you go for points to get on the board?
Oh, I think that they're going to run it.
Yeah, that's quick
Ball's
tap.
got to leave your hand.
Uh-oh.
Stop.
So the ball has to leave his hand, and we're going to have a redo or a turnover.
Step on back.
It's a redo.
That's fair
He didn't
enough.
even kick it, guys. He didn't have
And now
it
they're
touch
kicking
his
for
foot.
touch.
And that's number 10 for the Stars. I think that's Tariq James, the scrum half from Notre Dame College. He seems to be running the show there from the 9, from the scrum half position today. This is excellent attacking ball here for the Stars. Watch for their back line and some big crashers in midfield right now. Here it comes. Crash ball from
Hands
the flag man.
away!
Joe Fotofili in there.
Stop white!
Oh,
Going forward,
and
off the
that's
pass.
Davis as the chase is on. I see Zach Shell sprinting. This is dangerous for the Stars. Yep.
And advantage. Yep.
That's the knock on. That's a 60-meter change in field position there. Fantastic work by the Capital Selects, the defense and the kick forward.
You know, the Stars were putting pressure on, but they just couldn't seal the deal.
Coach Jeremy Frayne will be very happy with that.
Straight, all right?
Working on the defensive alignment.
Stop on. Stop on.
We've got somebody going on for the Stars and coming on for the Stars.
It looks quite ginger there. That looks like Matthew Papier from Hilton Head. That's going off.
Crouch! 5! Dead! Good.
Good again. Attacking ball. That's Luc DeRoche.
Please!
Oh, the big prop on the line. That's Dante
Hey,
right there. Dante Lopresti. His brother Guy.
And White certainly has the momentum coming in now.
Sure do.
Stop, Blue!
CJ
Stop.
Burke on the crash.
Fred Wintermantle with another big crash. The Capital are really asserting themselves in the forward
back.
pack, boss.
Please!
John Davis with a nice carry.
Oh,
You can see, Buzz, the Capital forwards are working really nice in their spacings right now. They've got a
Tackle.
1-3-3-1 pattern going. They're really starting to line up. And a lovely little kick forward. Oh, just not quite well executed enough there from John Davis, but the idea was right.
Scrubber 22.
So it looks like they're going to elect to take the 22 drop out. Well, that'd be the smart thing.
Back. Nice. Look at the flag. That's your 22.
Dan Connolly with the ball again, the big Aussie.
Back. No.
And we're off again. That's the Capital 8-man. That's a big Fred.
Intermental.
Hands away!
Oh, CG Burke. Well played, CG. Came in from the wing. We didn't have a scrum half.
Here comes White on the attack again. This looks familiar.
Again, we can start seeing the pattern developing.
So how many of those bangers do they want to do before they spin it out?
It doesn't matter. It's not about how many you do. It's about if you can manipulate the defense, Buzz. Once we start getting some faster ball, unfortunately we get a turnover right there. If we get the numbers, then the ball will be moved out wide.
The penalties for not releasing by White.
We've seen a couple of good stands on defense there from a couple of excellent coaches.
And they need them because the pressure is coming at them.
It sure is. The Capital will be very happy with their bright start. The first quarter was definitely been theirs.
We're 17 minutes left in the half. You think that the first 20 minutes would be the real scene setter for us.
And I think it's working out exactly that way. I think the Capital currently are in the ascendancy, particularly in the pack, Buzz. And then they're able to get the ball released a little bit quicker to the backs. So we're seeing a lot of more ball for the Capital right now, and they're making good use of it. But the Stars are not out of it. They'll be looking to get on the board now pretty quickly, though. Oh, looked like a little knock.
The little ones
They're
cost just as much as the
they
big
are
ones.
just the worst. He'll be disappointed with that.
Yep. He dropped it back into the ruck. So that's very unlucky.
Hey guys, this side's been good. All right, keep it, okay?
Referee Aaron just told the front rows that they're doing a good job. Let's keep this going.
Nice to hear the referee with positive comments.
Well, that's Aaron. He is a positive guy.
Dead!
Oh, Stars player with his hand on the deck.
Out.
Front row. That should be a
Ball's
penalty.
out.
Oh, he missed that one.
And here comes the foot race. He's got help. Oh my.
Good tackle there for CJ Burns. But Stars still have it. This looks like a try. In the corner.
It's a good counter move. Took the ball the other way. Nobody was home, and try is awarded.
Very nice work move there. I thought the Stars were a little bit lucky in the scrum. It looked like the prop on our near side had a hand down, which would have been a penalty, but
Yeah.
so that was Pat Ford to Tariq James. Tariq James, I think, was the scrum half, got the dot down, but the big crash was number 22, Pat Ford.
And Pat Ford is from Eckerd College in St. Petersburg, Florida. I'm sure the weather's not being kind to him today. It's about 45 degrees, overcast. It's not warm enough.
It's not a bad day for rugby, though.
But it's if you're in shorts and running around, that's one thing. Well, I have to applaud the spectators that came out today to Evergreen Sportsplex.
The Hardy Souls
We've got a good crowd. People are in their
in the
their
stands.
team gear, representing their clubs, coming out to see some all-star rugby in their backyard. Brought to you by Next Level Rugby.
And the conversions, unfortunately, that's no good.
So, with 14 minutes left in the half, the score is 14-5. The home team,
Okay, so it's hard to next
Capital
one.
Area
Have to let
selects.
it sit, and he re-got it.
Stars have 5 now. How do they feel about that 5? Is that going to keep them in it?
Oh, they'll be delighted. They needed to get some points on the board. They did just that. They're back in the game.
It's about 14 minutes to halftime.
Deep kick this time for Jake Humphrey, collected by Mike Fletcher. And Shell is there again with the big hit. Looks like Jim Bonner there with the hit.
I've been waiting for this guy to get his hands on the ball.
Hansen,
Hansen from Iowa?
it sure is.
Yep, and there's a penalty for not releasing the tackled player. Whoop. Aaron wants the ball back.
Yeah, Connolly.
You didn't release it.
Just a
It's
little
the
bit too
second time.
quick there.
And it's a turnover off the penalty.
Got to release the ball from your hand. You stepped there more outside of the
Okay, so he's already warned the clubs that the kickers that they've got to take that quick tap out of their hand, and they didn't do it, so now it's a turnover. It's going to be a scrummage to the Capital Area
Hey,
select.
sure, if you're going quick release.
I think that was a tough one on Connolly. I think he may have thought it was a penalty and not a scrum advantage, and so I'll feel a little bit bad for him there, but
I do, yeah.
he
Crouch!
should definitely have looked to the referee.
Bye! Dead!
The Stars prop is under a lot of pressure on this side. That looks like CJ Burke putting him under a lot of pressure there, that loose head.
It's Chris Shekels from the Alexander Griffins getting twisted in there.
Crouch! Bye! Dead!
Big scrum from the Capital. Looks like a pick. Here we go. Nick Cool with
Release!
great go forward from Nick Cool.
Step back!
Dimitriou again.
Oh
He's going all the way. What a try from Thomas Dimitriou. Fantastic play there from the Capital. Lovely ruck there from the Capital.
Yeah, they make it look easy here.
Jacob Estes with a perfect ball. Saw Dimitriou storming down the middle. He made it look so easy, but there was a lot to do. But he ghosted past the defender and straight to the try line.
It's kind of a soft try, don't you think?
Again, poorly defended. There was too big of a gap there off that ruck, and Dimitriou exploited it very, very nicely. We're always talk about looking for space. That was a great example, Buzz.
With about 11 minutes left in the half, the score is now Capital Area Selects 21, the Stars 5.
That was a bit of a sucker punch for the Stars there. They would have been hoping to get back up onto the field, but they made a couple of errors and they were absolutely exploited by the Capital.
All right. Getting ready for the kickoff. With about 10 minutes to go in the half.
Oh, they let it bounce. That's poor. But to the wrong man. That's CJ Burns. He has some speed. Is he going to break through the whole way? I think he is. Oh, what a tackle!
Wait! He wasn't taking it down.
So he wasn't held, so he got to keep possession of the ball.
Bonner. Oh, that looked like just a knock on there in the tackle area by Jeb Bell.
So how's he get started here? He just takes a bad ball and makes the best of it.
He's a very fast and elusive runner, the Nova winger. Very strong with ball in hand. You can see him tearing away, but an excellent cover tackle, it has to be said.
Yeah.
That was definitely a try, but very, very good work from the Stars player there.
5! Dead!
And finally, the penalty for the Capital at the scrum. That's been coming.
I would submit that if it happens again, there might be a yellow card.
It's definitely possible. The Stars loose head is under a lot of pressure right now from CJ Burke.
And this looks like a bit of strategy here. They want the scrummage again to see if it happens again. Maybe that card comes out.
Strategy and psychology, I would say. Yes, indeed.
Yeah, I'm sure the Capital Area Selects would like to play a man up.
Crouch!
I think the pack just wants to assert its dominance right
now. Dead!
When's the last time you saw a pushover try?
Back!
It's been a little while actually, but we might see one here if this keeps rolling.
They are rare, aren't they?
We got the penalty. Oh, lovely crossfield inside ball there to CJ Burke again, and that's a try. Wonderful score. I think that was a Kiwi line that they just ran there that the Capital call, which is an inside ball to the winger coming off his wing. Very, very well executed there.
So we've got about 7 minutes to go in the half. The score's 26 to the home team. The Capital Area Selects to 5 to the Stars.
Capital Selects team will be very happy with this half, I think. They have played very well, very few unforced errors, and they've taken the majority of their chances.
Just looks like there's more teamwork going on with the Capital Area Selects. The Stars have a lot of individual effort, but not a lot of cohesiveness.
Like we mentioned at the beginning, Buzz, the forward packs, the dominance right now is with the Capital, and they're starving the Stars of possession. And the team with the ball is usually going to be the more dominant side, and that's what's happening right now. The Capital are just getting all the ball. The Stars are living off scraps.
I think they got into the Capillary Selects half maybe 3 or 4 times in this half. Not very much, but they got chased out.
An unforced error there by Fred Wintermantle.
Interception, nope. Looked good. So we're bringing it back for a scrum.
Fred will be pretty upset with himself there. He's usually excellent under the high ball. The old man from Norfolk.
The old man?
He is the oldest player on the team by quite a ways. He is ancient as rugby players go. So he has the grey beard, Buzz.
and how old is he then?
Oh, he's pushing 40.
Pushing 40, okay. Well, that is antique in rugby.
But he still made it out of mahogany, so he's an excellent player. Still one of the fittest and strongest guys in the union. He's a bit of a freak athletically. And another penalty for the Capital.
Yep.
This is starting to turn into a big problem for the Stars.
Yeah, they've got to sort this out. Aaron is going to take, the referee's going to take it into his own hands with that yellow card.
Thanks, Haley. Prop released it before himself on the grass.
All right, we're going to line up for another line out here with about 5 minutes left to go in the half.
We'll see what trickery the Capital do here. Looks like, again, another shortened line out. We've got a couple of big, strong forwards in the midfield area. But it's a turnover.
And that's a first stolen line out by the Stars.
Leave it wide!
That's Joe Fotofili.
Hey.
And Mike Fletcher there.
Let's see if they can make something out of this attack.
This is good ball now. Oh, running across the field is never the best thing to do. But Stars got the ruck and they're keeping moving. Ben Connolly there, very strong player. Again, the Capital are making the tackles though, Buzz.
Yep. The defensive line looks strong. But it looks like the Stars are getting something going.
Sure does. They're in for the 22.
They've been here before, though.
And there's the turnover.
Accidental. Not quite.
Again, very nice defensive line there from the Capital, Buzz. Just putting on the pressure at the right time, causing the handling error from one of the Stars players.
Let's see if the problems continue with these scrummages. Now it's going to be the white putting it in.
I think in this position the Capital will just want to win their own ball. Hopefully get a nice clearance kick here from either Nick Cole or Jake Humphrey.
About 3 minutes to go in the half.
And we've got a little drive going here.
Keep going!
Oh, they've splintered the Stars pack completely. This is an awesome, awesome drive. And the penalty at the end. Wintermantle takes quick out to CJ Burke, and what a cover. Great recovery from the Stars.
Yeah!
The defensive line.
Big hit on the guy Lopresti.
Oh, hit!
Oh, no, you can't do that. Hands in the ruck.
Yep. A little anxious there and pulled it out early.
It's very tantalizing when you see the ball right there, Buzz.
They're taught to go for the ball.
And Jake Humphrey bumps it down inside the 22.
So this is what hands in a ruck looks like.
Well, this looks like a splintered scrum. The Stars were obliterated there in that scrum. And Fred Wintermantle found the outside channel there to CJ Burke, but there was great Stars cover defence. And we all end up with another Capital line out inside the 22.
Blues, step back.
Down to Zach Shale. Oh.
Choice, drummer line.
Not in straight.
Not straight, huh?
Tap, drummer line out. Drummer line.
And they've elected to take the scrummage, and that's problematic because these scrummages haven't been going their way.
I don't know if I'd have been doing that, Buzz. I'll be honest with you. After your last scrum just got dismantled, I think I would have taken my chances with the line out.
This is 22, you're inside.
Capital certainly have their tails up right now, and they're going to be looking to exploit the scrum once again.
Bye! Dead!
So Blue's going to look to kick away if they get this ball out.
Well held there by the Stars that time.
And there it comes.
Kick from Connolly.
Nice kick.
That's an excellent cover kick.
Last play.
So when we come up to halftime in about a minute, we're going to have Brad Barker on the sidelines catching up with the folks down there.
Come on, gentlemen.
We'll get some comments from the coaches, maybe a spectator or two, and come back to this action. Brad Barker, a veteran rugby player, is going to be joining us on the sidelines. He's a Western Suburbs player.
Oh, taken down and
Yeah.
just kept running with Tyler Barbary. Nobody there to make the tackle. Inside ball to Luc DeRoche, the 13th. Oh, a numbers line. Oh, unlucky there from Eugene Beckton. A little knock. And that, Buzz, is the half.
That's the half, yep.
Well played, everybody there. That was an excellent half of football. And I think that the Capital coaches will be just delighted with that half.
So at the half, it's 28 points for the Capital Area Selects and 5 points for the Stars. And now we go down to Brad Barker on the sideline.
I think he's down there with Alex Fidzikowski, a former Capital player who has now signed a pro contract with the Boston New England Free Jacks.
Brad's dropped his wind sock. There it is. Okay.
Hi, this is Brad Barker with Capital Rugby Union. I've got Alex Chakowski with me here. Alex, you got your start here playing Capital Selects, and now can you tell everybody where you're at?
Right now, I'm currently playing my rugby in New England for the Free Jacks, but got my start here, this matchup for the Capital Selects against the Stars.
Got it. And what was the first club you played with in Major League Rugby?
First contract I signed with was New Orleans Gold. This is going into my second season now, so signed with the New England Free Jacks, and a little bit of a weather change from New Orleans to Boston. So, but looking forward to the next season.
Got it. Now, do you have any advice for any of the players that are out there watching this match and thinking, hey, one day I could be here, or even one day I could be playing for professional rugby?
Stick with it, grow the game. The Capital Select program is an outstanding program to be a part of. It's a great side to be a part of to get yourself to the next level. The coaching staff, Chris Porter, Jeremy Frayne, John Grasso, Chuck Moore, those guys really instill great knowledge into you as a player, and it gets you playing alongside guys that are like-minded individuals and playing high-level rugby. If you want to play the next level, this is where you should start. It's great competition, and you play against some of the best guys in the union. So I would say if you want to play in the next level, get down to a Capital Select open tryout, open camp, and get started.
Awesome. Alex, thanks for your time today. Appreciate it. Good luck this season. You guys kick off when?
We actually kicked off now, preseason's now, but the next matchup is against the Utah Warriors on February 9th.
Great. Thanks, Alex. Back to you guys in the booth, and we'll be back right after halftime. Thank you.
that all you will ever see me do is acting like a man you'll never understand. But baby, don't leave. Baby, don't leave. Save me. Save me. You gotta save me. Save me. Save me. You gotta save me. Save me. Save me. I've got these demons going on inside. Your love is the only way to satisfy. Show me the road where I see the light. Do you believe? Do you believe when I say no medication, no meditation will ever work like you do? Save me. Save me. You gotta save me. Save me. Save me. You gotta save me. Save me. Save me. Save me. Save me. You gotta save me. Save me. Save me. You gotta save me. Save me. Save me. You gotta save me. You found me when I was down. I didn't know you were around. Am I too big a deal? Am I what you're looking for? Can I be what you're looking for?
And we're back for the second half kickoff here at Evergreen Sportsplex, where the capital area selects are playing the Stars. Oh, and there's a dump tackle on the kickoff. And
This could be a card.
referee Aaron Davis is slowing things down. This is not going to be good.
Tyler Barbary went up for that ball, and looks like he got undercut there and took a really hard knock. Going to need an extra minute.
And that's a yellow card. So,
That's Tyler Barbary.
Yeah, and 23 for the Stars is going off. That is
Devontae
Wright. He's going to sit off for 10 minutes. The blue team is going to play with 14 players for 10 minutes. So this is a big advantage for the capital area selects, don't you think, Rowley?
Absolutely. It looks like he actually took out the supporting lifter as opposed to Tyler himself. And that is also a very, very serious foul in this game. We're all about injury prevention in this game, and that is a no-no.
We're going to see it again. And,
yeah, he did both. He took out both. He didn't miss.
Oh. And a big kick for touch. So now the capital area selects are moving from right to left.
Again, gentlemen, I'll give you your mark. 7.
Capillary selects in white and Stars in blue. Scores 28-5.
Lovely line out there from Barbary again, jumping into the line and going straight up. We got the rumble going now. Looks like Bonner with the ball.
Hits!
And out to the backs. Oh, wrap around there from Davis to Jake. Cool with the ball. We need support. We need support.
Away!
And we got
Police!
it. This could be a... Oh, we got the ball nice and clean, but they managed to slow it down. Again, good interlink play there from the forward pack. Davis with the long ball out to Eugene Beckton, and he's after getting around the corner.
Tackle!
Great go forward. Lopresti.
Finish!
Out the back door again.
20.
Penalty to the Capital, Buzz. It also looked like another high tackle. Getting called for the offside.
Back 10. 26 offside. Not you.
Yep, 26 offside, and very dangerous territory here for the Stars.
So, is anybody else front row certified on your team? You were playing front. Got multiple. You had 4 guys, right?
Well, while referee Aaron Davis
So he was
explains
injured?
what's going on,
Go uncontested.
Roland, what adjustments do you think the Stars have to
Contested
make to
scrum.
get this score a little more favorable?
It's going to be very difficult. They really need to ride out the next 10 minutes
Guys.
with a
Guys,
player
the
down. And
scrum
it looks
was
like they
called.
also have
We're
front
having
row
the
player
scrum
down.
here.
So that's what the referee's sorting out.
It wasn't brought to my attention until now. Scrum.
So he's awarded a scrummage to the Capillary selects.
Till he's out with it. You may not. It's a white scrum. It's scrum. When I just found out now.
A little
Crouch.
bit of confusion down there, but we got a
5.
scrum nonetheless to the Capital.
Set.
10 meters out. Pick and go.
Yep.
Wintermantle, oh, tackled well.
Away, Blue!
Nick Cool to the line. Try.
It's a nice dummy.
Very nice. Very nicely worked indeed. Very difficult to defend that when you're a man down also.
So it's 33-5 to the Capillary selects. We've got about 5 minutes gone in the second half.
Their third was off yellow.
Take a look at this, Buzz.
I didn't know until after.
And watch this wrong foot dummy. Boom, boom, boom.
He's been doing that for years. That step is well known in the Union, and he scored many a try like that. Very hard man to stop from 5 meters out. Former Salisbury University player, and now Rocky Gorge's long-time captain and player. Jake Humphrey to see if he can add the extras. A little bit more difficult kick this time.
Well, he got more of the
And
tee
that-
than he did the ball.
That
Yeah.
kick is good though, straight over.
Looked funny, but the 2 points count.
Absolutely.
Score. With about 6 minutes gone in the second half, it's Capillary selects 35, the Stars 5.
Definitely not a perfect contact, but he made it work. Looks like Ben Connolly's taking over the kicking duties here. Sky's one up. Pretty nice kick.
Ooh, missed it completely. It's gone out. They didn't touch it though, so it's going to be. Oh, they did touch it.
Looks like. Yeah.
Yeah. The assistant ref.
Barbary went up for that. Looks like it just hit his fingertip. Couldn't quite get his
White,
hand on
step
it.
off. Good.
Let me remind you, after this game, we're followed by 2 more matches. We've got the Capital Rugby Union selects women against the Stars women at 1:30. And that's followed by the Capital selects women developmental side against the Stars women developmental squad. Lots of rugby action today, Rolly.
Very much so. That was a lovely tackle there by Luke DeRoche on Ben Connolly.
Yep.
And then sets up Fred Wintermantle forced the turnover again. And it looks like we're going to have another Capital scrum. With the knock on there from number 25, who's Anton Moore from Hilton Head. Couldn't hold that pass.
There we go. Uncontested.
Well, we're going
We've only got
uncontested
3 more
scrum.
minutes for that, guys. Pretty much.
You want to explain what
Like
that
in
is, Rolly?
practice,
So
when
we
you
got
do
an
an
uncontested
uncontested-
scrum right now. It
Like
means
in
that
practice.
for in this particular scenario,
Crouch.
it looks like we don't have enough front row
What?
players from the Stars because they got one of their props is
Crouch.
in the bin right now.
Yep.
So for safety's
5.
sake, we're not allowed to push.
Set.
So whoever has possession of the ball from the scrum half will continue possession. So we have little Fred Wondermantle's away.
Let's up. Away, Blue! Advantage.
Offside.
Yep. Referee's bringing it back for
Offside.
offside.
And Nick
Retreat.
Cool with a quick tap.
And it left his hand.
Advantage.
Yeah.
15-29.
Again, another
Hands
advantage.
away!
The Stars discipline starting to let them down on the offsides line.
Away, Blue! Gain.
Oh, poor pass by Tyler Barbary there. He was under a lot of pressure, but able to rebuild here.
So they were lucky to retain that.
Oh, good hands from Zach Shell. Oh, does he have the strength? He sure does, and into the corner. What a try by the Pittsburgh man.
Just muscled it over, didn't he?
He's playing number 7 today, but he's such a utility, great player that he sees himself out on the wing quite a bit with his pace. And lovely finish. Just look at this. Jacob Estes with the ball. Over to John Davis. Lovely pass out to John Davis, but he picked that up off his shoelaces.
You really have to tackle low.
You do. A big man like this, you got to take a big, strong, fit man like that right down low, and that tackling just wasn't good enough.
After this, their yellow will be on, right?
That was number 40. Looks like Genesis Lucius on the wing there. Couldn't make that tackle, unfortunately, for them, but the Capital will be delighted with that.
The Jake Humphrey is teeing it up for another kick, about from where he kicked it before, and it went through. Let's see if he makes this one.
Paul says he missed a kick today.
He did one.
He
Yeah.
missed one, did he? He's doing quite good off the tee today.
Yep. Just short.
Yellow.
Yeah, that was a tough one.
So, with about 11 minutes gone in the second half, Capital Area selects 40, Stars 5.
Coach Jeremy Frayne from Norfolk will be very happy with the Stars, with the Capital forward pack today. Their scrums have been very impressive. Looks like we got Danny Breeda on the field here from Rocky Gorge, going to be playing hooker.
So both sides have played at full strength. now.
Very
Sidman's
nice.
over.
Nice play from Eugene Beckton. The game's starting to open up now. He's on the flow.
Away!
Oh,
Not rolling away.
Rolling.
Despite people laying on him, the referee Aaron Davis doesn't care. Don't be on the wrong side of the tackle. We want the ball to come out.
Stop, Blue.
And here it comes again.
Young Jacob Estes using his strengths to get over the gain line.
That's hard work.
Stop, Blue. Stop.
The Stars discipline again. The referee is telling them off quite a bit.
Advantage.
Again, offsides.
25, support your weight.
The Stars team leadership needs to get a hold of the players right now. They're starting to lose a little bit of confidence here, and this game could get away from them quite quickly.
Could fitness be a factor?
It's possible.
You hit the ground first. Support your weight.
The Capital guys are definitely pretty fit, but you know, both teams have a bench, so they'll be starting to utilize it soon.
So
Right in.
referee Aaron Davis telling Anton Moore that he was supporting himself with his hands. He wasn't on his feet, under control of his own weight.
Advantage.
It looked like a small knock on there from
Small
Fred
knock.
Wintermantle, who went
Scrum.
up in the front part of the line out.
No.
Let's see if we're still uncontested here.
Gentlemen, this is a contested scrum.
So this will be a contested scrum. Aaron just told everybody. I thought the uncontested scrum went in the Stars' favor.
Bye!
They're being manhandled in it.
Dead! Stop.
Yeah, referee didn't like it.
No, we're talking about it. Guys,
All right,
close
so
the gap. Then. Crowd! Bye! Dead!
Big shove from the Capital. Can the Stars maintain possession? No, it's a try. What a pushover from the Capital.
you don't see that every game.
You certainly do not. I think that is Romain. Is that Romain Campbell that got that try? I think it is, from the Raleigh club. Let's take a look at the replay, Buzz.
Yep.
White.
What a shove.
Oh yeah, look at that. Back's flat, driving forward.
Oh, that looks like Jacob Estes, actually.
Jacob Estes.
Well
got that,
done,
yeah.
the scrum half. Well done. The Nova player making himself an absolute pest.
That'll be one of the youngest players on the pitch too, don't you
For
think?
sure.
Yeah.
He's just out of college. And it looks like we got a new kicker here.
Yep, Eugene Beckton from Rocky Gorge.
I think that's Eric
Oh
Sweeney,
no,
actually.
you're right.
Buzz.
Yep, but Eric Sweeney from Baltimore.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad you know these guys.
That's why I'm here, Buzz. Yeah, it looks like the Capital are running in the finishers bench here. I see Jacob Milchuk and Tito Miranda coming on, and Blake Carroll actually making his long-awaited appearance on a rugby field again after getting injured last year.
The kick is up and it is
What
good.
a very
Yeah.
nice kick. Very nice kick from young
Not
Sweeney.
the easiest one of the day either. Now, Capital Area selects 47, the Stars 5, and we've got about 24 minutes to go in the match.
I think the Stars are going to be in damage limitation mode now. I think that their heads are starting to go down. If it's all going to be about their own teamwork now. If they can get their hands on the ball and start getting a few phases together. Otherwise, the Capital boys have their tails up and could put a few more scores on the board.
And now they brought in the impact players,
They sure did. I like to call them the finishers.
the finishers. Where do the capital area selects go from here, Rolly?
That remains to be seen. There's a lot more selects teams starting to start back up in and around the country. We also have the opportunity of playing potentially touring sides from overseas, or go overseas and play some higher level games in different countries. Right now, it's a very exciting time in American rugby. So we're trying to get our guys into the shop window here and give them higher level games.
Exciting times in rugby right now, too, because the selects are on the drive.
What a big punch up there from Romain Campbell. Very nice work by the big man. That's Kevin Jackson. Great run again.
Kept his legs moving.
Sure did. Long time stalwart for Rocky Gorge. Jacob Mulchuk with the crash. Mike Medledge picked it up.
And we're into touch. It's going to be a blue line out. Oh, it's a quick one. No.
I think the referee wouldn't be happy with that.
No, he wouldn't.
It'll be interesting to see. I know the Capital coaches have talked about when we start running the subs in that we can maintain our fluidity and our pattern. So we'll be looking to see these guys that have come in off the subs bench if they can make an impact. Oh, over the top to the big man. That's Devante Wright. Joe Fotofili taking it up. And that's Chris Shackles. Uh-oh. Great break. And unfortunately, just a knock on there. He tried to pop it up to Tariq, and it just didn't go to hand.
That's been the story of the day for Blue. They get a drive going, a couple of good things happen, and then gets dropped forward or somebody's offside.
Funny.
Pressure causing handling errors, right?
There you go, pressure. It's not what they're doing, it's what the capillary selects are doing.
I think so.
Crouch!
I see Tito Miranda there in the back line for the Capitals. He's a human wrecking ball.
Set!
Be looking forward to seeing him get the ball in hand soon. And just as I say it, here he comes. Big, strong run.
Play! Release!
That was Zach Conchin taking the ball up there. And Danny Breda. Oh.
Nope, came in from the wrong side.
And their
Not
stars
10! Advantage.
An advantage for not being back 10.
Let's see if the Stars can keep some continuity here and get a few phases going.
Well, they got to throw it to somebody who's on the move. Well, he's on the move.
Oh, the ball is out. Well snapped up there by Conchin again. He's a Pittsburgh guy.
Estes with the kick ahead.
Very nice. Relieve the pressure.
Boy, Australian's got a strong pass, doesn't he?
He sure does. Stars will be happy with just getting their hands on the ball here for a couple of minutes. This is their best little bit of play they've had in quite some time.
Well, they're going to need it. They've got about 19 minutes to go.
Just as I say that, I believe that's what you call the commentator's curse, Buzz.
You summoned it.
Oh!
That's gone forward.
Unlucky. It was a lovely attempt at a pass there from Fred Wintermantle, but just didn't go to hand.
And here it is again.
That's Wintermantle with the ball. Oh, very unlucky. I thought that was, I think Conscience could have possibly taken that ball in, but...
he's new in the game, right?
He is.
Yeah, so cold hands. Been standing on the sidelines.
He'll be upset that he didn't make the catch.
There it is. Yeah. Close.
I think at this level, all the guys expect more of themselves, you know.
Bye! Dead!
Mike Fletcher with the pick off the base. Oh, the Samoan sidestep.
Big rugby hit. And a penalty for like just not letting them, not rolling, not letting the ball out is what it is.
Oh, diving over it.
Diving over.
Oh,
And again.
all right. Now the Capital have to be a little wary
can't
here.
go quick. 10 meters. Doesn't matter. Your men are right. They're not 10. Nick, 10.
Seemed like
Yeah, what was the idea
an
behind that?
interesting kick there. I'm not sure that was the best usage, but Fred Wintermantle was quick to pick that ball up and made the hard yards.
He's been around the ball a lot today.
He's very active. Oh, punching again.
See if he can make up for his
He's been
mistake.
making a good impact since he came on. Still going. And Blake Carroll. Look at the speed of number 40 coming after him. I just caught him.
Bennett.
That's Genesis Lucius again.
There's a penalty advantage.
29.
That's big
Jack Bonner.
Jack Bonner there, yeah. And we get the rumbling try.
No, he needed.
Big guy
It was
try.
underneath.
Well done, Jack Bonner. He's from the Baltimore Chesapeake Club. Take a look at this again, Buzz.
Battery.
So that's Blake Carroll with the blank jersey there. Great tackle from young Lucius there. He's a Griffins, Virginia player. So fast.
Mm-hmm.
6. I'll say
And here's
5.
the big guy try.
He just tucked it up his jumper and said, "You're not stopping me today, boys."
Thanks, Bob.
And so, with about 16 minutes left in the game, Capital Area selects 52, the Stars 5. And we're going to see
Sweeney with the
if
conversion.
Eric Sweeney from Baltimore can add to this. Looks to be a chip shot, but we'll see.
No such thing.
I know, they're all hard, aren't they? Haven't taken a few in my life.
Makes
Well,
no doubt.
he made that one look easy.
He
So
sure
now,
did.
with about 15 minutes to go in the match, 54 to the Capital Area selects 5 to the Stars.
I see Matt Robinette down there, the head of the Capital Union. He'll be delighted today with this performance.
Yep, and he's done a great job producing this this whole day, actually. There's 3 games. Next Level Rugby from Connecticut are down here. We'd like to thank the crew for everything they've done for us.
Ryan Ginty and the boys doing an excellent job here. So major thanks to them for putting on, or helping us put on this event.
And they're going to keep it going. After this match, we've got the Capital Rugby Union Selects Women against the Stars Women. That's at 1:30. Then at 3, there's a clash between the Capital Selects Women Developmental Squad and the Stars Women Developmental Team.
There's Mike Medlick picking the ball up there. He got a 10-15 meter run. Out to the hands, Milchuk with the ball. Lovely hands to Blake Carroll. Back to Cool.
The Blake Carroll's one of those impact substitutions, right?
Sure is.
Advantage.
Yeah.
Well, he's made an impact.
Nice play from Big Romaine Campbell, and he's away. Oh, just
It's going
went
forward.
forward.
We have advantage.
And here comes the Aussie.
He's frustrated, you can tell.
Yeah, Big Connolly. Oh, very nice play. That's number 11 there. Who's that,
Dante
Buzz?
Lawrence from the Savannah Shamrocks.
Wow. He showed lovely skills there. That is not an easy skill to execute, that little kick down the line.
Seems they got away from him. And Marlena Cower, the assistant referee, is
Flag out.
flagging something she saw.
I didn't see any foul play there. Did you, Buzz?
I was watching the ball.
Let's take a look.
Marlena was watching off the ball, so let's see what she has.
yellow card. We'll have a penalty here for blue against white 22. White 22.
Oh, Jacob
Where's white
Milchuk
22?
might be in trouble here, Buzz.
Yeah. Play without the ball. Near goal. Yellow card.
10 minutes in the bin.
So he gets to come back on with about 3 minutes to go in the match. So the
Head under.
Capital Area
Gentlemen,
Select and
penalty
White are
here.
gonna play with 14 men, 10 minutes.
Jacob Milchuk from the Raleigh Club, and he's a standout at Furman University.
The penalty was for playing the man without the ball.
Sure was. This looks like Mike Fletcher there, who
Tackle!
turned away on the line.
Play.
Ball's out. Photophilia has it.
Hold. Hold.
Into the Stars back line. See if they can make it happen here. Excellent cover defense again from Nick Cole. Actually, I think that was Tito Miranda. And the knock on. The Capital turn them away again.
And here's the yellow card penalty. You'll see what this looks like.
Big run from the Connolly.
So watch.
Good.
We didn't quite get to it.
About a minute and a half.
Elena saw it.
We have to cut time.
So we've got about 12 minutes to go in the match. Scores 54 to 5
on,
to the home
told me to
team.
cut it.
Capital Area Select.
10 minutes off.
Visiting Stars
we got
had
about
a
a
little
minute
bit of
and a half.
momentum going, and then it got knocked away.
Crowd! Five! Dead! Use it, White. Use it. Flanker, stay back.
Oh, wonderful play from Nick Cole with the little chip.
You didn't get the bounce, though.
Didn't get the bounce.
Hey.
Unlucky.
Touched off him.
Quite an audacious little piece of skill there. Unlucky, just didn't go to hand at the end.
They practice that? Practice kicking ahead and recovering their own pooch? Yep.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Nice take.
Oh no!
Stolen by
Again,
White.
no
Yeah.
pod there to defend. So you were able to make the extra 5 meters.
Play!
Oh, Mike Medledge saw a gap. And the penalty
And
again. I think the Stars are just collapsing in on those rucks.
Time.
It looks like Big Joe Fotofili getting up last.
Yep. Slow ball. Referee Aaron Davis wants to keep this moving, and the Stars want to slow it down.
And that's the game.
That's the match.
Unbelievable.
Thanks, guys.
Well, all right then. Well, Roland Pratt, thanks a lot for everything.
Thanks very
Thanks,
much,
fellas.
boss. This was
It's been a lot of fun.
a very fun game. Great victory for the Capital. 54 to 5.
I
That's
gotta go
very
get
convincing.
on
I
the
think
Twitch
that
radio.
all the coaching staff will be delighted with that. And you know, thank you to the Stars as well for coming from all over the country and making a game of it. And we can be everybody can be pretty proud of the effort that the boys in the Capital put out there today.
So we want to thank Next Level Rugby and the Capital Rugby Union. And remember, stay tuned because there's more rugby action coming up. The Capital Rugby Union selects women take on the Stars women. That should be interesting to see if they can vindicate the men, huh?
Very much so.
And then that's at 1:30. And then at 3 o'clock, we have the Capital Selects Women Developmental Team against the Stars Women Developmental Squad.
That'll be an interesting game too. There's a lot of young, talented ladies in the area that are chomping at the bit to try and get up onto that main team. So we'll see how that pans out as well.
And we're going to turn this over to somebody here in a few minutes. Yep. We have Bree Kim. And go ahead and say it. Eric Woodward are going to help us out. They're going to do the commentary for you. And we have Brad Barker coming back on the sideline.
We're going to head to a
okay,
break.
We're going to
right?
head to a break. Yep, here we go, and we'll see you on the other side.
Thanks again, folks.
In 2009, I attended Hartbury College. I studied the BSc Sports Coaching, and then in 2012 to 13, I did my Masters in Coaching Science, again at Hartbury, and then after that, I moved here. Out of my comfort zone, different country, didn't know anyone, tested myself, and see if I can really push myself and see myself grow without the scaffolding around me. What Hartbury taught me as well was there's a lot of positive psychology that I learned out when I was there, and that has played a huge part of my coaching philosophy.
That's on the field, that's off the field. Okay, so staying together, staying connected.
From players, whether it's giving feedback to players, whether it's allowing players to perform, experiment, empower them, really get the best performance out of them.
Here we go, ladies. Still quiet out there, right? So let's pick up the communication a little bit. Other than that, the intensity's in there, right? Yeah. We can have it on then. Let's go. Northeast on 3. 1, 2, 3, northeast!
Whether it's getting feedback from players.
The energy was a bit low from the beginning, but what the feeling out there is we had each other's back.
I'm here with Coach Porter. Coach, with a final score like it was, obviously a lot went right today. What do you think was clicking?
I think just the continuity that the guys brought together. We've had a couple weeks together, so they really were focused on just doing the basics and playing together, and that's what they did today. A nice job of moving the ball, hitting the rucks all together, and it showed when it opened up the scoring gates for the guys that ran through.
So what do you think you're going to be working on now as we continue through the Capital Rugby Union season?
I think just fine-tuning the basics. I think that's where we need to go. We know we're not going to be together to run patterns of play, but if we can get their basic skills at a higher level, everything else comes easy for them from there.
So what do you like about coaching these guys? I know they're from a lot of clubs around this region, and a lot of people are watching on TV that back home. What do you like about coaching the players coming out of this union?
I like the tenacity they all bring. The physical part of the game is big for the Marfu, and it's been our reputation for years. So I love that they bring that air. And it's nice just to have guys who really want to play at a higher level and are driven for that. So it's good to have that experience. And then all we got to do is fine-tune and polish them, and it makes our jobs easy.
Great. Thanks for your time, Coach. Back up to the booth, and we'll be back in a minute with the man of the match. Brad Barker with Capital Rugby Union here again. I've got with me today Thomas Demetrio, our man of the match for today. Thomas, first of all, congratulations on winning man of the match.
Thank you very much.
No problem. What do you think went well today?
We're just supporting out there, and we all had each other's back. We've had a few weeks of playing together, and just jived nicely. Everyone played hard. Everyone wanted to win. That's what went well.
So how long have you been playing with Capital Rugby Union?
It's my first year, so it's my third game with them.
Got it. And what's it like playing with these guys versus playing with, where's your home club?
Washington Rugby Club. We're just playing. Everybody wants to be out here. Everyone's playing hard. Everyone has the same mission, and everyone's a hard player. Most talented in the Washington Mid-Atlantic Union Club, so it's just awesome playing with guys, top-tier talent.
All right. Well, good luck this season. Thanks for your time today.
Thank you very much.
Back up to you guys.
Soul. I ain't someone you bring to
Everybody, back to the second game of the CGU tournament. We had a little bit of we have missed the first play. The kickoff just happened, so we're going for a scrum down. It looks like the kick did not go 10, so it's going to be a scrum to Stars. So
yeah, we got the Stars. My name is Eric Woodworth. I'm here with Bree Kim. Bree, how are you?
Doing well. I'm excited to be here, Eric.
Excellent. Yeah, we got a scrum center. It looks like the to the Stars. The Stars looks like they're going to retain it. Oh, it's a little messy. Ref didn't like it. We have an offsides call. And the Stars looking to go quick. And they swing it out to the right. Met by a defender. Taken down to the ground. Scrummy looking for it. Oh, there's a little knock there. We're going to have a scrum down right again at the line.
Yeah, so it looks like right now everything is going to be teams feeling each other out. This is the third time that CGU and Stars have faced off. They faced each other last year and the year before. Capital having a history with 2 wins to none. So it looks like, hands might be a little bit cold right now. So we'll see what Emily Blease, the Capital 10, decides to do with the backs here.
All right. Ladies come together. Stars, or Capitals with the foot. 8-man takes it, breaks the first tackle. Ooh, vicious stiff arm. Offloads it to the fly half, who's taken down. They're resetting nicely right here. We got a quick ball going out. Ooh, out to the inside center. Kind of takes it back inside. They're looking out. Looking going to the left.
We got numbers out wide
here.
They
got it out to the wing. Leaves some space.
Takes
it past the 22-meter line, but she's met by 2 defenders. Oh, and a little offload, but unfortunately we're going to have a knock there.
So that looked like some good game flow right from that scrum that we had just left of center. We saw the 8-man Sean Gatewood from Raleigh go ahead with a nice strong pick, and then Emily Blease coming in support. And then they swung it back to the left and really kind of exploited the numbers outside. So we'll see if Capital continues to do that throughout the game.
Yeah, just unfortunate. It's a pass you don't need to make when you've already gained that much of the field. All right, the Stars put it in. Looks like they're going to retain, although Capital's getting a good push. They kick it out, and they're going to take their touch for the line out.
Yeah, so that kick was taken by the Stars 10, Megan Foster of San Diego Surfers. Megan Foster is also just on the November tour with the U.S. Women's Eagles. She's a great kicker, so you're going to see her try and exploit that all game.
Yeah, not a super a great kick there. You like to get it out past the 22 anytime you're basically on the 5-meter line, but it is going to be their throw. And the ref doesn't like it. They're a little bit too close. Field isn't really marked with a 5-meter line out to the sideline, so and it comes down to the Capitals. They swing it out, but bad pass. It's flopping around near the 50-meter line. It's picked up by their number 12. They're going to have to settle it, but Capital Selects is not really in a good position. Now they're set up for some offense out here to the left. They slang it out. Looking for it. They got their outside center with the ball. She breaks through the line. Down to the 22, but they retain it. Doesn't look like they're going to call the knock on there. I think I saw a little bit of a knock. Taking it flat right back into the wall of defenders there. Scrummy out to the fly to inside. She puts a boot on it. A lot of space out there. It's going to be a foot race to see. And not going to quite go out. Oh!
Unfortunately, it didn't really look like the rest of the Capital back line was really on the same page with that kick. But what's really impressed me so far is that CGU is looking like they're really getting into the flow. They have good continuity, probably a result of them being able to play with each other the last several weeks. They just had a tour in South Carolina last week where they beat USA South 20-12. Then they also played played in Dallas against 2 all-star teams back in December. So I know in those games they really struggled with trying to get any sort of flow at the get-go, but it looks like they're learning from their mistakes.
Stars put up the kick, looking for the counterattack. They get it out to their winger, and tackled to the ground, right at about the 40-meter line. Running sideways, not a lot of space out there. You just need to settle this. Reset the attack here. They're ready to go out and attack left again. Big number 3. Strummy passes it out to number 8. Out to their winger again, who's found some space in the last time she had the ball in her hands. Sets a nice ball, quick. It's going back out. Number 17 with the ball. Getting down right around the 22-meter line.
They got space out wide if they can get that ball out.
Hands is what the plan is here. Let's see if they realize it. They take it back inside. Settle it. It looks like they've set up on defense. Pass it out to that number 8 again. Number 8's touching the ball a lot here. She looks like she's got some moves, and she's got some ball handling skills as well. Out to 13, back out to the winger. The winger has some space. The winger down to the 5, and dots it down for the try.
Well-deserved try by Capital. That was Stephanie Barros, the wing representing Nova. Let's go ahead and look at this replay coming. Some really nice flow by Capital, getting that ball and keeping that continuity from breakdown to breakdown. We see the ball get spun out by Ariel Johnson, also of Nova, and you see Steph Barros just with the nice stiff arm, finish it in for the try.
Another angle.
And you can see here that, there's some experience here with the 10, 13, 14 combo, all representing Nova here. So clearly they've got a lot of experience and know each other well enough to know exactly when that pass is coming and how to run off each other. So definitely an advantage
it's really
for them.
important. I mean, when you get players, they might not even be the most athletic in the whole world, but if you play with great, continuity and you have a good relationship, you're going to be able to open up those gaps and exploit that against a team that maybe hasn't played together as long.
CGU, this is an all-star team, and so I think there's 8 different clubs represented, which is awesome. And like I said, they've just come back from a couple of tours, so they've definitely got that rhythm with each other. Whereas Stars is a little bit of a different team. They're a U.S. select side, which is awesome because as a representative of Stars, you get to play with brand new people from all over the country. But of course, the challenge on each tour is learning how to get in that rhythm with players that you've maybe never played with before. But definitely a wealth of experience here. So let's see if they can go ahead and turn over this ball right from kickoff and see what they can do on offense.
So we got 5-0, conversion missed. We're about 7 minutes into the game, approaching the 8-minute mark. And the Stars kick off. Big number 3 with the ball again. She takes it up, tackled a little bit shy of the 40-meter line. They dish it out, but she's running by herself. She's going to need some support here to maintain the ball. Luckily, selects are able to get there in time. Ooh, nice little missile play out to number 13. She's looking for her winger. Winger with some wheels, heading up, getting down. Ooh, splits the defender. She's down to the 22, down to the 10, down to the 5, and she's going to go and dot it down for another try. Way to go.
And that's Sierra Parks with the try, finishing off. That was a great ball, great knowledge, seeing the numbers and the overload that we had outside. Sierra Parks plays for Nova. This is her first year with Nova, came to us from University of Virginia.
Let's check out this replay
Clearly
here.
got some burner speed here, as you can see, just streaming down the sideline. And, there were people chasing after her, but she had the physicality to keep moving, get her legs pumping here.
Splitting 2 defenders on the Stars team right there. One of them has to come and step up and make that tackle. That's just miscommunication as a defender.
Yeah, and that came from the little wraparound, right from the 10 to the 12, and that exposed some space. And then, once Blease got that pass from Gilmore, went ahead and gave Ariel that pass, and then all Ariel had to do at 13 was just pin her man, the only one on the outside, and then that left Sierra home free.
Yep. And conversion missed, so we are at 10-0. The Capital Selects on top over the Stars. Stars are marching back up to the 50-meter line. What do you do in a situation like this, Kim, where you start off a little bit sluggish, you're down 2 tries? What do you do usually to rally your squad in a situation like this?
Well, I think right now physicality is what the Stars need. You know, we haven't really seen anything from them on offense because they've just been on defense this whole time. I think, you know, right here that there was a little bit more of a contest, and that's exactly what the Stars need to do because right now, you know, Capital's coming away cleanly in these rucks, which is great for them, but Stars got to put 2-3 players in to really fight for that ball and, you know, get possession.
The replay here, little knock.
Yeah, so you see, I'm not sure what that number was from Stars, but she first came in and really gave that contest. 18 maybe came in just a little bit too late for that counter ruck, but I think if she had been there a little bit earlier, then we would have really been able to challenge them. Let's see if they can do anything in this scrum here.
Fight!
All right, scrum to the selects.
Set!
Right around our 35-meter line. They place it in, and it somehow stays in. 9 with the ball. Gets it out to her fly. Outside center. Inside coming around. Nice play off to the fullback who, she didn't like it. Forward pass. Unfortunate. That was a good design play, though.
Yeah, I mean, if you take a look here, again, they're just exploiting all the space they have outside here, right? So
this is what you want. You got the last man. Oh, I don't know if that's a forward pass.
It's a questionable call.
I don't know. I don't know about that.
Well, let's see what the Stars can do here now. This is, I think, the first possession they've really had all game so far. So let's see Megan Foster at 10.
Coach!
Let's see what she decides to do with her backs here.
Set!
They come together. Looks like the Stars have won their
weak
scrum.
Side here.
They go weak side. Not very successful. Taken down. Scrummy's having some trouble digging out that ball. She gets it, finds a little bit of space, but you know it's never really good to get your scrummy tied up in that kind of mess. All right, the forwards pick up. And she trucks forward for a couple of meters or so. All right, the scrummy's out. Looks like they're going for another pick and go, taking up a meter at a time.
There we go. Now
really
we're getting
sucking in the defense. They go weak with the dummy pass, and she's tackled quickly. 8 might be hands in. But the ref's going to say that was good. They're playing on. Good turnover by the select side.
Back.
Number 3 with the ball. Takes it up, offloads it to their flanker.
Number 3, that's Lisa Jackson from Raleigh Venom, one of several on this team. Number 8, Sean Gatewood, also from there. Let's see, Ariel.
The selects are running. They got it back
the space again. Here we go.
Chewing up yards. Getting down. Luckily, the winger makes a try-saving tackle there. But the selects are set up. They're ready to attack again.
That was nice quick ball from the Capital Selects, just driving through that ruck and clearing it. Now we get quick ball again. Let's see, Kayla Cook here.
A big forward, making her presence felt. Taken down right around the 22-meter line.
They've got numbers outside again.
Yeah, they got numbers weak. They're going to be looking for 14 again. They got it to her. She has to break 1. Breaks 2. She's down to about the 10-meter line. Good defense by the Stars. Ref urging the team to stay on sides. They're playing advantage now. Selects are playing advantage.
Penalty advantage.
Right down around the 5-meter line. This is where you just need to settle it, play your advantage. Big number 3 gets it through. So we'll take it back.
Right here.
We'll see if they opt for points or decide to go and play. I think this is a good situation generally. You just take the points. It's right here.
All right, let's go ahead and take a look at that replay coming up. So we have the advantage. Ball's getting spun out to Lisa Jackson. Hits that hole and then tries to feed Sean Gatewood for that. Would have been a wide open try. Unfortunately, hands just the issue there. But don't worry. Let's see what they do with this penalty. Looks like they're a little bit unsure of what's happening.
Correct.
She's requesting the tee. It looks like they're going to go for points here. And that's the smart move.
And this kick will be taken by number 15. That's Blaze Bird of James River.
Blaze Bird. That's an awesome name, I'll tell you.
All right, just went wide left there.
Misses barely. This will be a 22-meter drop kick, I believe. As the Stars march their way, sending them all over to the left side of the field for the Stars. looking to recover this. They put it up, and ball goes right back to Blaze again. And she's met hard right around the 40-meter line. But the Selects are ready to attack. Back to big number 3. Oh, and she plows right through that, right through the game line. They're passing it out. Selects finding their hands, got it back out to their winger. Their winger's back out to past the 22. She's got one to beat. There was a stiff arm, and she's right there. Boom! Dots it down for another try.
Oh, and Steph Barros does very well to keep her feet inside, I think, right now. Gray's checking with the AR.
Ladies,
oh, maybe not. I don't know. I don't think I saw a foot go out on the sideline, but the ref seems to disagree here.
I mean, at that point, you got to trust your touch judge. If the touch judge is calling it out, that's what you got to do.
Let's see. Let's look at her feet here. So she's coming down the sideline. Starts to get that contact and
close. Yeah,
I think I saw the Stars 11 feet on the sideline. Not sure about the wing, but I'm going to go for a Stars line out here, deep in their own territory. Let's see if they can go ahead and clear it out. Oh, ball goes wild.
It's going to
Picked
go
up
to
by
the
Emily
Selects.
Blease.
That's not what you want to have happen down at this end of the field. Selects attacking again. They take it back into the maul right there.
Get away,
Looks
Glue.
like they're trying to suck in some defense. They pass it out. Number 17 taking a strong run.
That's Chloe Jex of the DC Furies.
And not getting a quick ball exactly, but they got numbers out to the right. If they're smart, they go another one. Oh, and big number 3 takes it in for the try.
And Lisa Jackson with that try, well deserved. You know, she's looking for those dummies all day. You saw her point to her teammate Sean Gatewood for that, but she said, no, I'm going to go ahead and take this myself. She's been doing an awesome job so far of taking hard carries into contact. We'll go to the replay here. Ball goes out, and Bleach just has to pin that defender, and she's gone.
And she's been very good with the ball in hand all day. For as a former prop, I respect the ball handling skills of a front row player. And she's been making good decisions all day. That one, just a nice walk-in try, well deserved by the Select side.
And I think for the Capital to keep capitalizing on the success that they're having so far, again, you saw Lisa strong carrier into contact, and she once she hits that first defender, she's always looking for that offload. And you see that her Raleigh teammate Sean knows exactly what she's doing, right? And so he's going for that. But for the rest of the Capitals, you know, they've got to come on with the same kind of support line, because if they can keep going with that offload, then you know that's more dangerous ball in play, and they can just keep going and keep exploiting that space inside. Or keep pinching or drawing them inside so they can get that ball out wide again.
Yeah. I'd say that you're about right on that one. I'd say you're about right on that. We'll see. What do you think the Stars need to do to maybe turn their team around at this point?
Well, in the last kickoff that they just had a few minutes ago, they were able to get physical in a couple of the rucks, and that's how they kept possession. But then it's not consistent, right? So, when they only had a couple people in the contest or not supporting, then that's when they lost the ball. So they have to be physical at the breakdown. It's something that Capitals been working on the last few weeks. They've got to get more numbers in and really be physical, because otherwise that ball's going to get out wide, and it's not like they're doing anything else to turn that ball over except for unforced errors.
Right. Number 3 with the ball again. Vicious stiff arm up close. Another stiff arm.
Two in a row. That's Farrah Douglas of Severn. Farrah Douglas is a retired U.S. Women's Eagle. She's got quite a number of caps under her belt, also played at several World Cups, and now she's the head coach of Mount St. Mary's, but you can tell she's hungry to play again, as evident by her appearance here.
Inside dish. Almost lost forward there, but they settle it. The Selects. Scrummy looking for her space, and they are taking it. Number 8 with the ball in hand, and there is some speed there with the little hop. Oh my goodness, taking it past the 5, the 40. We're at the 35, the 22. She's about to house this right now and put the Select side up big as she dots it down for another try.
Anytime you get the ball to Sean Gatewood, all he's going to do is be explosive, and if you give him any sort of space, he's going to take that. So the Stars really have to make sure they really starve him of any possessions. We'll go ahead and take a look at the replay.
Oh, and it's just a gazelle out in the open field right here. Absolutely taking it to the house.
And that wasn't the Stars fly half, as the screen has indicated, but that's Sean Gatewood, number 8 of Raleigh Venom.
Good to know. Thank you.
Great play. Strong runner. Oh, and that conversion hits off the crossbar. And I guess it wasn't good. Did they call it off? I think
like
it
it
bounced
wasn't
out.
good. Yeah. Scoreboard showing 15.
So we're at 20. Actually, that's 20-0
Yep,
at this point.
you're right.
And the time we're looking at right now, we're about 20 minutes in. We've got 20 minutes left to play in this half of rugby. The Stars coming back up to the 50-meter line.
Here they go. They're switching things up to their other side. Let's see if Capital can react.
And the select side takes it up. Gains a big chunk of meter right there. Number 18 taking it into the part of the defense there.
Yeah, that's Lenny Dworkis of the Furies. And you see finally Stars are starting to contest at the rucks. That's something they need to do to slow that ball down, because otherwise Capitals are just going to have Gloria Cho at 9, also plays for the Furies. She's just having a field day right now getting that clean ball out.
Select side takes it out. Flanker takes it to ground. Ref urging the Stars to stay on sides. Number 17 takes it right in, splits a defender.
Roll blue!
Urging the Stars to roll away, not kill the play. Select side kind of slowing the game down a little bit here.
See if they can get the numbers, the ball out wide. Looks like Stars are finally starting to recognize that.
They got an overload outside. Let's see if they recognize it, and they do. Blaze splitting some defenders. She's out in the open field, past the 22, to the 10, to the 5, and she is going to dot this one down, putting them up even further. The gap widens, and we're not even out of the first half yet.
This back three for the Capitals, potent. You've already seen both wings, Steph Barros and Sierra Parks stream down the sidelines. Now you have Blaze Bird just going down the sideline. You know, Sierra was in support, but, you know, Blaze just didn't even need Sierra's help, just took it all herself.
Yeah, I feel like those back three for the Stars they're not stepping up. That number 11 has missed multiple tackles. And tackling, you know, I was always taught tackling is wanting to. Half of it is just wanting to do it. And it's not something you should ever want to do. So it's a hard thing to beat into your head to go and attack someone's legs when they're running full speed.
Yeah, and we've seen here that, you know, a lot of this ball is getting out wide to the Capitals' right side, again, exposing that number 11, who hasn't really made a tackle yet so far. And so, you know, I think the Capital selects are going to keep doing the same thing. We'll see if they can maybe switch it up a little bit if the Stars start to recognize it and start to fix it. But right now, the Stars are just getting hung out to dry because their defense is so pinched in. Right now, you're seeing a lot of times the defense is ending, you know, at the half or right in the middle of midfield.
Right.
You know, just leaving that space wide open for them to attack.
And they're doing a great job so far. I mean, I can't take away from the select side. They're really imposing their will, their game plan on the Stars side right now, going very similarly to how the men's game went earlier today.
Let's go Megan Foster with the kickoff here.
It's a high boot.
That's Alicia Washington chasing it down. Alicia, another women's Eagle here, representing New York Rugby Club as well.
Number 3 getting down to the attacking 35-meter line.
Roll blue!
9 looking for a clean ball here. Can't dig it out, gets it out to number 12.
That's exactly what Stars needs to do, because you can see their defense is set up here. So if they can keep fighting at the breakdown, slow down that ball for Gloria Cho at 9, you know, then they're able to actually have the defense and not be hung out to dry on the outside.
The Stars are already starting to create a big overload out here. Let's see if the scrummy sees it. Now they choose to attack weak again. They definitely got numbers out wide right now. Blaze takes it in. Tackled, met by some Stars
defenders.
defenders.
We're seeing the Star defender right on the far right, you know, urging her teammates to come over and help her out.
We got a stolen ball. Stars recover. Let's see what they can do here.
Release!
Ref telling the defender to release the ball so we can make a play on it. Stars take it in to the forward pack again, met hard. And the Stars are now attacking weak. They got a lot of numbers over here.
Had a lot of numbers, but very flat. Let's see what they can do here. If they can produce clean ball for the Stars 9. Izzy Gibbon plays for Penn State. That was a nice tackle there by Lisa Jackson.
Good tackle, but not cleaning off. Stars really need to push the select side off in those situations. And they have to go fast. Number 9 takes it up. She passed the 22-meter line, attacking. And we're going to have a little knock right there.
Kayla Cook just trying to scoop it off the base of the ruck. Got a little unlucky there.
There's nothing worse as a forward when you just need to pick up the ball and you get the 1-inch knock. You're not happy with yourself.
Yeah, same thing as a resident 9. You know, you take that ball in and you have your forwards try and clean it up, and then what can you do?
I mean, knocks they're supposed to be for us to blame the back line on, and it's just when we finally do it, that's
when you give the backs a little reprieve, right?
Yeah. You're forgiven this time. So, ladies come together.
See, that's Izzy Gibbon with the put in.
And the Stars put.
They've got a wide open space. Let's see if they do an 8-man pick here. Looks like they will.
And the offload disrupted by number 8 from the Selects. And now they put it on the ground. Looks like a knock.
Forward there.
Just some messy hands there on both sides. All right, let's take a
replay here. And you see right here, she just.
Well, that's Kayla Cook being really quick off the scrum there, knows exactly what's coming and is ready for it and is able to disrupt it, get her hand just off on that ball so that the 8-man isn't able to give a clean offload to their number 9. And then, unfortunately, that didn't really reap the benefit, but let's see if they can do that again here.
Yeah, offloading like that, you really got to be, it's got to be in your head to control that tackle when you're ready to do that. So defense wins on that one. And ref didn't like it. Going to have him stand back up.
Back it up.
I don't think we've really seen much of an advantage in the scrum yet. I mean, it looks like, we've had a couple put-ins on both sides, and it looks like each one is won their ball back. Would you say so, Eric?
Yeah, there hasn't been too many steals scrummage-wise. And no pack looks particularly dominant in the scrum.
Right.
Very evenly matched so far. We'll see how the game progresses if that remains to be true. And the Stars have won their scrum again. Digs it out. And they are going to attack right out of their 22.
Yeah, so it looks like the 13 ran a front line here.
And that's a good run right there on the outside center. She takes it up to about the 35-meter line. And a little bit of a slow ball and misses her runners there. The only thing you can do is put it on the ground at that point.
Not a bad choice there.
Ooh, that's a knock, too. Let's see what the ref calls.
So it looks like the Stars, looks like a knock-on going to Stars. I mean, that was a good gamble on their part. I think when they decided to play out of their own 22, they wanted to see what that first play was going to do if they were able to make it out. I think if they weren't able to make it out of their own 22, they probably would have gone for the boot. But that was a nice, well-designed play that they were able to execute. And then, they were able to capitalize on that kick, and, unfortunately, the Capital 15 Blaze just kind of fumbled it, and now they've gained some territory and still have the ball.
That's good, and we'll see if they can win this scrum down and hopefully put some points on the board attacking here.
Set!
They come together, and they've won it again.
Pretty easy ball out.
And they sling it out to the inside center, who's met hard, but equally gives a little bit of punishment at the line there.
Got some meters with that 12 crash. Now I'm going to go back to the weak side to Alicia. She's going to pin. Not sure who.
And that's going to be a touch right there. Good defense by the Select side, taking her out of bounds.
Okay.
And
all right, ladies. I'm at the 5.
All right, we'll look at that again from the scrum. From the ruck, excuse me. So that's Kate Davis, who actually plays for Raleigh Venom, which is part of the Capital Geographic Union. I mean, that was a pretty well-designed play. Unfortunately, it looked like Capital knew exactly what was coming, and they were able to force them out.
Yeah, as a winger, you got to cut that in real hard when you're that close.
Good snatch there, a little cleanup in the line out.
And they pass it out. Select side is looking for it wide, gets it out to their number 14. 14 throws a stiff arm, but doesn't work this time. They're able to bring her down to the ground.
Yeah, that's where you got to contest that ruck there. They got one person in. Luckily, Capital came away with it, but see, that's Farrah Douglas taking it in. Now, Capital Selects have, secured that ball. No need to, spin that one quickly out.
Here we go. And the Stars are coming up big on defense, Select side losing another chunk of yardage there. They swing it out. Again, they're losing another 5 meters. This is some suffocating defense by the Star side.
You know, I
they're
think
all set up again.
Oh, let's see. I mean, it looks like the Stars' defense is able to actually generate some pressure when they're first initializing that from the breakdown. Police says, let's get out of here, but unfortunately, kick wasn't very well executed. Ball still in play. Unfortunately, all Steph Barrows can do is take that ball, and her momentum just runs her out of bounds.
Yeah, that's probably the best thing that could have happened. I mean, that bounce could have gone into the Stars' hands and been a try very easily at that point.
Foster almost got that ball and almost had an easy run in. But again, that's what Stars has to do if they want to get any sort of ball.
Right.
You know, that first breakdown close to the sideline here when Capital just had one in the breakdown, you know, that started, I think, really the momentum for it. You know, and then in the next breakdown, you know, Capital cleaned it up. And they were able to let...
Wait, guys. We have a minute.
So it looks like a injury time for Farrah Douglas, who's on the ground. But going back to how that pressure was generated here, you know, they were able to contest in the first ruck and then buy themselves some time to actually spread out. You know, they had the defense all lined up, ready to go. And then when that ball got spun out, they were able to launch up effectively, create more pressure than they have all game. And, you know, you saw that the Capital Selects were losing meters and meters. And, you know, now they're here with the ball. Let's see what, you know, they have planned. Looks like Foster's deliberating with her backs.
Yeah, they got somebody down on the Select side. See if she can get up and walk this off here. Number one.
All right, guys.
It looks like she's going to stay on the pitch.
On or off? On. All right.
Now,
guys, we ready?
Ref says game is on. It looks like we've got a short line out, so we got a couple forwards hiding out in the back line here for the Stars. Let's see what they do. They go back pod, dish it out, and I look for... Oh, and a
good hands by Alicia there.
Holds on to that ball. They slang it out. They're going left. Puts the ball on the deck, but the winger picks it back up. Oh, vicious stiff arm right to the face. Goodness.
Looks like Sean Gatewood runs that player almost right into the snowbank out there.
Oh my goodness! Are we gonna have a replay of the stiff arm there? Because that. Oh.
Jeff, you have my friend.
It almost looked like Sierra came in a little bit early on that tackle, a little aggressively early on that tackle. But we see here, ball goes out wide, hits the deck, but they're able to clean it up here.
Picks it up. Oh my goodness!
Yeah, and Sierra just goes in a little bit too high.
E-Honda slap right to the chest. And we have the line out. Selects win it, and they opt to put the boot on it, get themselves out of some danger here.
And that's a nice kick by Emily Blease there.
Yeah, just tiptoeing its way down the line there. Very nice kick.
8 minutes.
Able to get some breathing room between the Selects try line and the Stars offense here. So we're going to have a Stars throw. Attacking. This is where you get to see, you should see some good back play if they can win this line out and dish it out. Everything in between the 40s is usually, that's where you're going to see the backs shine, right?
Yep, and
and the Stars
able to come away with that.
Stars
Leave it, Farrah, leave it! Leave it!
Ref urging the hands out of there.
Here.
Should have listened to him. And now Stars are on the attack. Taking a strong run up into the defense of the Selects. But it looks like the Stars might have lost the ball there. Not getting good control of that tackle, unfortunately, for the Stars. You got to settle that ball. She ended up, Select side ended up turning her to them, which gave them an easy turnover, unfortunately. Now the Select side is back on the attack, and they're opting to run, slanging it out. Oh, and number 8, those long legs, taking it up. She's almost to the 50-meter line. She only has number 11 to beat, and 11 makes very little effort. She's going to take this about 70 meters all the way down. Try.
And that's Sean Gatewood again, who actually started that turnover on that ball, made that tackle initially in our inside 22 and then was able to whip around and get that poach himself and then rewards himself very well with the 70-meter run.
Yeah, that was a nice bit of running. Somebody get her some Gatorade ASAP. Get her juice back up because dots it down just for another one. It's just it's a track race whenever that ball's getting in her hands, and it seems like if they select side can break that first line, those back three are not making very many tackles back there.
Clear the field.
So the ref sending everybody back behind the goalposts here so that this kick can be made. And it is up, and it is not good again.
Looked like a good strike, but I think just not quite accurate there.
Not quite. So it's going to be 30-0. Selects are up, and we're about 35 minutes into the game, about 5 remaining. I think the important thing to think, we're clearly seeing the Stars absolutely, Stars are getting kind of rolled right now. Selects are really imposing their will on this game. I think, if I am on the Stars coaching staff, I'm telling them, listen, we just need to settle. Let's finish this half with some points, make some adjustments for halftime to see what we can do. Oh, and that's going to be a knock-on right there, so... Shining opportunity for the Stars right here.
Yeah, Lenny Dorcas not able to field that cleanly right there. So let's see if they can get something going before the half ends here.
Yeah,
maybe they'll go for that 8 pick again. See what Izzy Gibbons decides to
do here. The Stars aren't particularly playing bad. It's just they're making the small mistakes
right
now. They're making strong runs. They're making strong runs, but maybe not settling it right.
Right.
They're coming up strong on defense and then getting a turnover and then turning it over themselves. So just cleaning up some of these little mistakes could be a very different game really quickly. And a dangerous pass there for a second. I almost thought it was going to be intercepted.
Usually Ariel goes for those intercept passes, so I'm a little surprised that I didn't see that ball in those hands. But ball gets spun back to the strong side here.
Takes it up, makes it right about to the game line, not really gaining much meters. Oh, and ref is letting that go, saying
hands
this ball's out.
On your feet!
The Selects have the ball again, and that's going to be a knock-on, unfortunately. Ball's going to go back to the Stars. Lucky break for the Stars off of that turnover.
Yeah, that's good heads-up work by Kayla Thompson there of the Raleigh Venom.
You'll
see here, ball's out, and she's going for that ball, and then her teammates are quickly able to recognize that that ball is coming their way, and then unfortunately Lisa can't scoop that up, but that's a little...
I'm surprised that got called in. I thought it was borderline offsides to me, but...
Coach!
Take
you gotta,
what you can get, right?
Fine!
It's however the ref calls it. You play it how they see it. So the ball's in. Won by the Stars. Looking for an offload. Oh, and that's intercepted.
Hop there.
And the Selects are ready to attack now. They got numbers out wide if they can dish it. Not really wise to take it into there. They're starting to set it up again. But they have...
that ball's too good to be true. Needed to get clean ball there, and, Alicia just went in for that hands in, and now they're going to get the penalty.
Honestly, that's probably the best play that they could have done right there because they definitely had numbers out wide, and that could have been a big try for the Selects.
So Blease will go for touch here. Doesn't look like it's going to find it, though.
Stars, they're able to recover, not able to drive it out.
Leave it!
Stars getting a lot of opportunities to turn this game around now.
Yeah, so that was Sarah Esther Anderson who was able to field that cleanly. Now it looks like she's getting ready to position. Maybe they'll attack. Oh, they're going to go back to the strong side, but maybe they can attack back here since they've got the numbers over here on this side.
Yeah, the Selects have seen the overload and they've adjusted now. They definitely are set up with a solid line of defenders now. Let's see what they do with it. They're taking it, losing some meters, but she trucks forward past the game line, carrying a couple defenders with her. They slang it out to the right.
Hey.
Takes it past the game line. That's all you really want from your forwards, just to get a couple of meters past that game line, keep the defense on their back toes. She puts a boot on it, Oh, nice space. Winger's not back to recover.
Yeah, Steph doesn't have a lot of support here. Sees 2, 3, 4 stars, but
Oh,
still
she's
going
breaking
through.
tackles, throwing out slaps left and right. And Select recovers.
That was well taken by Steph Barrows.
Number 3 with the ball, out to their 8. Oh, and she has found her space again. Puts a move on the 9. Now she's got only the winger and the fullback to beat. Stiff arms the number 11. Breaks the tackle, and she is down. Puts it right down in front. It's going to be another try for the Select side.
Again, anytime you give Sean Gatewood any open space, he's going to take that and run for it.
She is absolutely dominating out here on the pitch.
Nice little handoff to Lisa, no look pass, and then
boom, get off me. Stutter step right here really freezes the number 9. I love this little stutter step right here. Whoops. Get him. Yeah, that's it. And then she just splits number 15. Get off me, you're too little. Break this tackle right here and dots it down for another try.
Yes.
Very nice.
looks like that might, let's see if this is half here. Kick goes wide right, and that will be the half. So we're going to go ahead and look at the replay of the turnover coming up in a second.
Pulling it up here. And you see the Stars putting it in here.
I'll be here whenever you're ready.
This ill-advised pop pass to no one.
Yeah, see, their 8-man, so Kayla Cook, again, does a really great job of coming off quick and knowing what exactly is going to happen. That looks like that's the 8-man Bridget Capinas. And, you know, again, she's got to recognize that it's too late to pop that ball up because that's way too dangerous. She's got to take that in herself.
That and where, I mean, it's partly is on her, but also you're supposed to have your support there. She's expecting a player to be running onto that. So I don't put it completely on her. She made the decision. She's ready for that offload, and her players aren't there for her.
Yeah, and I think her 9 could do a better job of communicating to her because, you know, as a resident 9, you're coming around and you have a better vantage point than the 8 who has the ball in hand and has to make a decision. I think the 9 can communicate a little bit better on when to get that ball out. You know, maybe she's trying to get that ball out to the wing, but maybe that 9, you know, decides that ball needs to go to her if that's going to be an easier pass to make.
Right. So now we're at 35-0, Select side on top of the Stars. We got halftime here. Teams are coming together, making some game plans. Stars.
All right, it looks like we're going to do an interview down here at the field, and we'll give it to Brad.
This is Brad Barker with Capital Rugby Union. I've got with me today Lauren Glover. Lauren, you're a former player for Capital Select All-Stars. What's it like seeing some of your former teammates out on the pitch?
Oh, it's awesome. Capital's doing great today. It's a little chilly out, but they're definitely bringing the heat. So hopefully they keep it up and keep shoving it down the other team's throat.
So I know that you've served in the military as well. Were you able to take anything from the military and bring that over here to the Capital Selects?
It's always about placing the mission first. So, you know, going for the win, it's always about building up your teammates and bringing them along with you. So playing as a team, working as one. There's a lot of parallels from the military to rugby, I think.
So if you were the coach right now at halftime, what would you be telling your team?
Keep their heads up, keep focused, try and do something different, and be creative with the game, but continue to have fun and get that W, yeah.
Lauren, thanks for your time today. Thanks for your service. Back to you guys in the booth.
I feel like they'll tell us when it happens. Usually we're not on during the commercial.
Yeah.
Although how funny would it be if they're just listening to this the whole time?
Hey guys, how you doing?
Watching this Rugby World Cup commercial.
Brought to you live from Leesburg, Virginia.
No, he's going to let us know. Yeah. He's over there. He's got it. And if he doesn't, he'll yell at us. I can tell.
Yeah, he should yell at us.
He gets lit over there. He gets lit. We have fun. We have
Yeah,
fun.
so this is a whole interesting story.
I like it. I don't know if we're supposed to even talk about it, so you just say. All right, we're back here for the second half kickoff. Stars put it in the air, and it's kicked off to the select side. Dishes it off to Sean again, who takes it into contact. Select side up 35-0 coming into this second half. And looks like they're picking up right where they left off. A little bit of contest at that ruck. With the dummy pass, but defense not fooled. Stars step up, make the stop. Select side trying to take it out here, but being met by another wall of defenders, losing some meters on that play. They dish it back out. Sean throws it out to number 17. Number 17 has found some space. She's at the 50. She's at the 40. Taking it down to the 22-meter line. She beats number 15. She's about to dot this down and put the select side up by another 5 points.
What a great run by Chloe Jex. She plays for the DC Furies. We'll get a replay going in a second, but really has the wheels, as you can tell. You know, maybe you wouldn't quite expect that from the second rower there, but really just a burst of speed that carried her all the way. And the way that was able to happen was, again, getting the numbers out, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think the Capital Selects are doing a good job of pinning the defenders, and, you know, as soon as their hips are turned, and that's exactly what happened. They were able to get the ball out there, and then Chloe was able to hit the hole and just go home free.
Yeah, she takes it down. You know, there's an old saying, you know, the school bus may not move fast, but when it gets up to speed, it still tops out pretty quick, right?
Exactly, and it looks like
that old saying that doesn't exist that I just made
well,
up. You
maybe
get it.
I was going to say you might be a little too old for me, but it looks like they've changed kickers on the selects. That's Megan Gilmore with the dead-on conversion there.
Nice. So we got 42-0. The select side on top, and the Stars are getting poised to kick off again. Hopefully they can maybe recover this. It'd be nice if they could get it right around the 10 meters from here and see if they can get one of their girls underneath this to recover. And with the drop, ball's in the air. Nice shallow kick that goes right to their number 3 on the select side.
You know, I think that on the kickoffs, they've got to change that up. The ball keeps going to Lisa Jackson, and clearly she's having no problem fielding it, and they're able to just, you know, set up play here.
Mm-hmm.
See Gloria Cho spins the ball out again to Lisa. That Lisa-Sean combo there.
There goes Sean. Splitting, going through the defense. Ball's on the deck. Oh, but the Stars counter ruck. I think we're going to have a hands-in call, or... No, we had offsides, I guess.
You know, and initially they had really good go forward there, and they were able to place that ball back, but they only had one defender to support here. You see Gilmore gets knocked off that ball, and then Gloria has to fight for that ball and unfortunately loses it there, causing the penalty. Looks like now the Stars have kicked for touch, and they're going to go ahead and take that line out about 10, 12 meters up.
All right, so Stars on the attack now. They've been in this situation a couple times. Let's see if they can bring down this line out, put together some phases, which hopefully can turn into some points and make a little bit of a game of this right here.
Yeah, it looks like here they're going to try and use their forwards to kind of knock down the backline defense of the Selects. So let's see. That is
And
Kita throwing the ball in.
Stars go front pod. And the Selects, it's going to be a penalty.
They're going to go quick here.
They're going to go quick here. They're taking it off. Number 17 breaks through the line, picking up some good space right there. Scrummy puts it on the deck, unfortunately. Not a good look for the Stars offense. And we're going to have a penalty awarded to the Stars. I'm guessing a knock-on the part of the Selects.
Yeah, let's go ahead and see. Now they've, the Stars have wide open space on the right side.
But the point was,
let's see if their 8-man, who actually is not Bridget Capinas, that's Lexi Lundquist of the Glendale Merlins. Let's see if she goes ahead and does the 8-pick again. It hasn't been working for them, but maybe they were able to fix that in the meantime, or maybe they'll just decide to go to Foster and the rest of the backs instead.
Just come up.
And the ref didn't like how they were coming together. Let's see if she has some words of wisdom. Just telling the ladies to settle down here. Want to keep everything safe in the front rows here.
Bind! Set!
And let's see if the Stars can win their own scrum. They have. Not much of a push, but they dish it out. Takes it to the inside center. Takes it hard. Still picks up a couple meters, and that's going to be hands in the rough.
Leave it!
Oh,
no, that's going to be blown up. Should have listened to the ref there. Trying to talk you off. And the Stars opt to go quick. They dish it out to their number 3. She puts her head down, picks up another meter or two after she hits a defender. But Sean has the ball, dishes it out. The Selects have another turnover. And now they are dancing with the ball right around the 22-meter line. Ref urging them to roll away, not kill the play. Number 3. Oh, and almost intercepted. Surprised that's not considered an intentional knock.
Well, if this was a sevens game, maybe seeing her going to the bin right now, but
yeah, or at least just a back 10. I think that's clearly with the level of players that we have on both of these select teams. I think you got to call it that. But again, it's just like it's whatever how the ref interprets the laws in any given situation. So, ref calls it just a good old-fashioned regular knock. We're going to have another scrum down to the Select side. They come together. Selects have won their ball. Sean with the ball. Ooh, and dishes it off. But can't quite make that connection with number 9. And it looks like the Stars have regained possession. Getting another shot, attacking right around the 22-meter line.
Stay out of it! Gloria, leave it!
And they dish it out. Stars with the ball
big
in hand,
hole right
but they're
there.
very flat. Oh, and the Select side comes up and puts a big hit.
nice read by Ariel Johnson there. Ball keeps getting spun out to the left side by
They
Megan
got
Foster.
numbers here. This is your pass if they can make it. They
That's
don't
Amelia
realize it.
Ferreira with the
Oh, but
ball.
she
She's
is
still going here.
picking up some tough meters right there. They go weak. Looking for an
Leave
offload that isn't there. And
Use
number
it.
9 goes and grabs it, dishes it out to the fly. Takes a hard run back inside into 2 defenders, but we are going to have a high tackle call. We'll see what they opt to go fast. Looks like they're going to go for the touch line here and take their line out, hopefully on the other side of that 22-meter.
That's an interesting choice that they're going for the line out. Obviously, that last one was a pretty bad throw. Didn't even really go to their team, went to the Capitals instead. But it looks like they're pretty confident what they can do here. Let's see if they can convert this into something of benefit for their team.
Okay, great. Ladies, we have a sub.
Looks like we have a sub coming
1
on.
and 8 for white, sub. And 4.
Looks like that's number 17, Lexi
14,
Lundquist coming
14.
off.
Substitution,
Can't quite see the
ladies.
number. And looks like we've got 3 subs from Capitals. We've got Steph Barrows, Sean Gatewood, and Farrah Douglas coming off. Looks like we have Sarah Romano, also known as Mop, coming on, and number, can't see who that other person was that just came on for the selects, but a number of impact subs coming in now. Let's see what they can do for
And
the
there
selects.
goes the line out and goes right to the selects, back to the line, and we're going to have
right here.
offsides on the select side.
8, white.
Didn't like.
So again, if I were the Stars here, I would probably avoid lineouts because it looks like the last two, just haven't gone to their team. And if they want to retain any possession, maybe go for a scrum instead. Oh, but it looks like they're going for it again.
I like it. Go for the line out.
They've got confidence in their throwers. Maybe I'm being a little pessimistic here, but see what they can do.
Clearly, the Stars don't agree with your commentary on this. I mean, I think it's the right move to do. I mean, when you're playing, they haven't lost all of their lineouts, you get it together. But the ref doesn't like what's going on. Looks like they're bringing it back for a scrum down.
All right, so we are about, 15 minutes into this match. Coming up at 3 o'clock, we've got the Capital Selects developmental side facing the Allegheny Selects, which should be another exciting game.
Yeah, I'm pretty psyched about it. I'm not calling it. I'm going to go get down in the stands, get down with the people, get real excited and watch this one.
So you're going to leave the warmth, is what you're saying?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm a man of the people. Don't you understand? You got to get down there. You got to enjoy it in the cold. That's how true sports fans do.
So that's you calling me a wimp is what you're saying.
Yeah,
I'm probably just going to stay up here.
Don't go soft on me, Kim. Get down there. We'll have a couple of adult beverages and watch this next game.
There you go. You got the rest of the game to talk me into that.
Fight!
Set! Okay. So you got Stars put in here.
Stars put it in.
Oh.
And the Selects have won. They're taking it off, and their number 8 goes through to 9 to 10, and they get it out to the wing, and the wing has found some space. But she can't quite outrun them, but she outbreaks
Still
them.
on her feet. That's Chrissy Metzmayer, also known as Krusty, plays for Nova. Clearly an impact sub with the speed.
They dish it out. Oh, a tackle behind the game line. The Stars are set up. This is what you want. No longer on their back heels. Let's see what they do here. Selects set up nice and steep. Just can't get it out of her hands to get it all the way wide. And now the Select side are going back to the left side of the field. They take it in, and they got numbers out left if they keep going that way. Scrummy realizes it. She takes it up with the dummy runner, but just passes it out there.
I think Emily Blease saw that space out wide and tried to go for that skip pass, but I think it was pushing it just a little bit. You'll see here, she's got Lisa Jackson right there, and I think Lisa could have maybe pinned her, but maybe she saw the Stars defender already leaving Lisa Jackson right there, so tried to go for that out pass. Unfortunately, just doesn't go quite to hands, so now we're going to have Stars scrum down.
She makes that pass, and then that goes all the way down. That goes all the way down for a try, but that's how rugby goes. And look at her dancing around here, making people miss left and right. I thought she was for sure going to go out to the touchline right there.
Again, the Selects are able to get that ball out wide and quickly and let Christy just go ahead and do what she does best, dance around people and get streaming down the sideline.
I mean, isn't that what we all want to do, is just dance? I mean,
that's what you dream of, right, Eric?
That's it. When I'm not watching rugby, I'm basically living in the world of Footloose. It's pretty fun. So they dish it out. Stars get it all the way out to their winger. Vicious stiff arm. She takes it up to the 40, to the 50. Ooh, and a hard tackle.
To the ice there.
Slides through the pads. That's some good play right there. Let's watch this on the replay.
That's number 20, Jasmine Griffin of the Raleigh Venom. I think the Capital Selects actually had good defense streaming up. Unfortunately, looks like Kristen Maxey just misses that tackle here. And, Jasmine's able to just break through and go streaming down the sideline.
Now, here comes the defense.
And Gilmore with the good cleanup tackle here right into the snowbank that they could not get rid of yesterday.
And Selects have won their line out. They dish it out. Full head of steam. Number 11 takes it out wide, finds some space. Probably could have done that with a pass a little bit better, but she takes it up another 20 meters. Attacking at about the 35-meter line now. Selects dish it out again. Takes it up to right about where the gain line was.
Stay back.
And that looks like
Penalty
an offsides.
advantage.
They're playing advantage
Offside,
to the
number 8.
select side. Let's see what they do here. She splits two defenders. She splits another one. Only the 15 to beat. Oh, and she stopped just shy, but she gets back up. Oh, and on the second effort,
Happy with your
she's checking to see if there's going to be a try here.
blue captain.
So let's see how Gilmore got that run started. You don't see it here on the replay, but she comes streaming through. That all started from a really nice set piece off the backs. The ball actually got spun out to Blease, number 10, and they were able to have the weak side wing come streaming on after a series of front runs. Sierra Winans at number 13 was able to get that ball and then just let that ball come around to the weak side wing, who came streaming in, and then you have a series of play there, and Gilmore gets that ball back, and then she's home free. So again, that's resulting from really nice set piece that have clearly been practiced by Capital Selects and really reaping the benefits of that right now. Looks like.
And yeah, they're going to miss this conversion. So we got a 47-0. Selects on top of the Stars.
And just so the folks at home know, well, we're going to take a replay of.
I believe that's going to take us to the end of this game, if I'm not mistaken. I think they said they were stopping this game at 2:30.
I think it was 2:50.
2:50?
But yeah, so just so the folks at home know, regardless of what the time says, the clock says at home, we will be ending this match at 2:50 to make sure we get enough time in for the developmental game coming up.
And the Stars put it up again. It's taken down by, it looks like, number 14 for the select side. She's tackled hard. And they take it back out. We got a pair of forwards running together. Takes it into a wall of defenders on the Star side.
Looks like they've got set up on the weak side here. That's Avery Rain carrying the ball. Another impact sub coming in. Still going here.
Stay.
Moving forward. Picking
Again,
up
Stars
meters.
with the good counter there. Slowing that ball down. Ball comes out to Blease, who decides to take that territory.
Oh, and kicking to a wide open ocean of space back there. Fullback going to have to make a play here. Isolated by herself. She's able to find a couple of her teammates. Let's see if they can regain the ball here. And it looks like the Stars have it again. And they're willing to play with it outside, inside their own 22.
Oh,
She breaks through the line. Very good run. Strong run up to the 40-meter line. They offload. And now it looks like it's held up by a select member. And ref is calling it a maul. So we have Stars players entering the fray here as it's brought down to the ground. And the Stars back on the attack again. Oh, and she breaks another tackle. That's, I believe that's number 17 right there.
Is that, I think,
or number 18.
18 or 19. You gotta fix your old eyes over there.
Yeah.
Looks like that might be Esther Anderson, who started that initial break and got a good 30-meter run there. Looks a little bit gassed, but I'm sure she's got another one of those coming up.
Excellent. And kick for touch.
All right, so let's take a look at that again. They were able to get that ball out, and she just hits that hole. She sees a tiny little gap in the defense she knows she can take, and it's just breaking defenders left and right. Nice little offload to, I think it was actually Lexi Lundquist, who I thought went off.
That's just a strong run right here. She's not going to be hip tackled. You're going to have to wrap her legs up.
Yeah, and
good athletic move.
Yeah, and the Capital Selects need to get lower and actually wrap up those legs, because clearly those long legs are driving through every single tackle or attempted tackle at that.
Yeah, so
Perfect. Thank
those
you.
are two impact plays back to back for her. I would be a smart move on the Stars team to get the ball into her hands with some space more often.
Absolutely.
Create some more opportunities for them to score. So
Ball coming in.
Had the line out here. Looks
Ashley,
like,
it's all right.
Looks like we're
Just
just
go
trying to get a ball
and then
back
walk
in
back
play.
around. Okay. Great.
All right. Somebody hopped the fence. They got it. And now the game is on once again for the throw-in by the Stars.
Again, the last three lineouts have not proven well for them. I think that was actually a different thrower, but again, just that throw did not go straight at all. something, I'm not sure if they don't trust their scrums or maybe they're just trying to get more territory. But if I were them, I would start thinking about, switching over to maybe a quick tap or at least a scrum just to get something settled because, all these opportunities that they're having, they're just throwing away right now.
Or even like if you get down there, nobody's run like the straight to the first man, turn around and grab it. Just do one of those.
Is that your favorite play, Linda?
Yes. Listen, that was my time to shine.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with that.
Breathe.
You're right. They should have tried that.
It's a good time. Plus, your big players finally get a guaranteed ball to them and generally won't drop it.
So we had a nice little 10-12 wraparound. Unfortunately, that ball after the wraparound just didn't go quite to hands. And now the Stars have been able to turn that ball over in that nice counter ruck. Let's see what they can do here. They've got to get a little bit of depth. Right now, they're super flat. But let's see if we can. Oh, there's a nice little crashing
They got a nice overload out to the right here. Let's see if the Stars take advantage. And they do, but the select side was able to get some numbers out there.
On the side.
See, I would go ahead.
Well, that's an offsides penalty. That's nice for them.
So let's see what they decide to do here. Looks like they're going to go ahead and tap.
Tap and go. Gets it back into the number 18's hands.
That's a good choice right there.
Stay back.
She's tackled quickly. They slang it out again to the left side. Attacking Stars. Presents a nice ball. They got it. Now they're going to go attack to the right. Number 17 takes it into the game line. And they slang it out. They got numbers out here. Oh, and she just splits two defenders. Stiff arms another one. She's down almost around the 10-meter line now. Stars on the attack.
They got to get a quick ball out here.
Oh, but they lose the ball. It's turned over, and the selects go ahead and dot it down in the try zone.
I think we saw a lot of promise there, especially with the Stars forwards. You have some big battering rams, especially with number 8. That's Bridget Capinas. I think she just came in and took out 2-3 defenders.
Right here,
if they can keep doing that, and then maybe for 2-3 phases, then they can get that ball out wide. Because as we saw that start to unfold, we saw the Capitals' defense start to pinch in, and then there was a lot of space out wide. Unfortunately, they just lost that ball on the breakdown there, but
this isn't total bad news for them because they're going to get a 5-meter scrum here right to the Stars. This is their biggest opportunity they've had in the game. Let's see what they can do here, putting some points on the board. And it is put in, but select side is having a really good push here. Ref blows it up.
There's a lot of physicality that just came in from that Capital side. I think the impact subs in Sarah Romano or Mop and Avery Rain really drove that scrum forward. A lot more difficulty for the Stars as they tried to regain that ball. Let's see if they can.
Yeah, and it's the first time I think we've seen that in the game where the scrum really got an advantage over the Stars or vice versa. So let's see if they can continue it here. The select side is going to have the ball this time since they turned it. And let's see what happens here. The selects put, and the selects win it, and they get themselves out of trouble. Kicks to some open space. Fullback recovers for the Stars and takes it right into contact.
Release!
Right around about the 45-meter line.
It was a good connected chase by Shell Snyder and Krusty Shell making that tackle. Let's see if the Stars can get clean ball here. Let's see, get Izzy to spin that out.
Oh,
and just a little bit of depth, more depth is needed there. They're able to recycle. A nice little chip kick there. It's not a bad idea.
Ooh, right back into her hands.
The ball here.
Let's see what. We're going to have a knock, and it's going to be a scrum down to the select side. And we got a replay up here coming shortly. All right.
Again, so able to recycle that ball out of the ruck. A little bit of difficulty here.
She's coming off.
All right, and tackled hard at that point. But she puts a nice little boot on it and right back to herself. Nice recovery, but unfortunately, a little bit of knock as number 21 comes in to go collect the gift of that kick behind.
It's a good heads-up play, though, by Justine Pearl, who represents University of Cincinnati here. Kind of running out of options there, and there's a lot of space behind, so why not go over and cover that ball?
Shout out Cat, Cincinnati, do it. So we have the put selects with the ball. Looks like they're going to go run out.
Again, we see that weak side wing run here.
they've been setting up that play with the 2 inside crashers so they could get that dummy runner for the in the fullback possession, and they finally run that play, and didn't work out very well for the Select side this time. And it looks like number 19 is injured for the Select. She's limping around. She needs to take a knee if she can't move, so that people know to stop the play. Doing no favors by hobbling around. And looks like we're going to have a penalty awarded to the Stars. They're going to get a nice opportunity again within the 22. Goes for the quick option and catches the Select side off guard. And the Stars go and dot one down.
Let's see. It looks like.
But it looks like ref's bringing it back. What didn't she like here? Saying it never left her hand, probably.
Yeah, that would be my guess, but that was a
unfortunate.
Great heads-up play. Well, actually, no. I think she did call the try. It looks like the.
Okay.
Yeah. But that, again, great.
Try awarded.
Great heads-up play by Foster. I think Capital Select started to, get into that rhythm and think that they were going to go for a line out, and instead they got caught, sleeping, and turned into the first points for the Stars.
And that's good. I mean, that's what you want to do in any type of those situations is, exploiting other people's mistakes. If you're being lazy on the penalty, that's what's going to happen to you. And hats off to the Stars for putting up the heads-up play. Great individual effort by her. And now we'll see if they can cut into this lead a little bit further by making this conversion kick here. She's eyeing it up on this cold Virginia day. And it's going to be well short. 47-5. Selects are up, but Stars looking on the up and up here.
Yeah, it looks like they are really generating a lot of pressure, which to their credit, we were saying before, that's what they needed to do to pick it up. Now, what do you think you need to do if you're on the Capital side to really pick up that momentum that seemed to have dwindled?
I think you just look at each other and you say, we just need to get back to playing our game. I think when you get up with a lead like this, you start taking chances that you normally wouldn't in a game, because why not? I mean, you make that extra pass maybe when it doesn't need to be there or it's not there, and you force a little bit more so you can be spectacular. And I think you just need to tell people to stay in their lanes and do their jobs again. And the Select team will keep rolling. But let's see if it's going to be hands in the ruck there. It looks like hands in the ruck to me here. It's on the roll away, and the Selects have won it.
It's all created by good initial pressure by Avery Rain there.
And just misses Blaze as she comes firing through that line. That was a nice design play, just didn't quite execute. Number 22 takes it up to the gain line. Picks about a meter up.
Get out!
And slings it out again, going to the right. Select side, stiff arm. Oh, and then she's folded up like an accordion and desperately pushes the ball back. Selects on the attack again, gets it out to their winger. Their winger has some space here, going out to getting to the 22-meter line, tackled, looks for her offload, gets it to number 6, who's picking up another 10 meters right there. They're attacking, doing a good job. Number 13 with the ball passes it to number 23, shakes off a defender. 22 splitting another one, but there's nobody there to pick it up. It looks like the Stars have recovered the ball. You got to run with friends in rugby. And, yeah, that's going to be Stars ball. Let's see if they can get this out of here because there's a lot of momentum on that side.
That was so unfortunate. They really started, it really looked messy right about midfield, and then they were able to just exploit it on the outside and got nice quick ball for a couple of phases. Unfortunately, just, not able to get the support for that next phase and, turn that ball over.
And they opt for the touch right there. And they're going to be a touch just over the 22-meter line. I heard the ref say last play, so this will probably be the end of the game.
Line out will probably be last play. Okay.
All right.
So referee saying there again, last play as Eric said, but looks like there's less than 2 minutes left to play. So we'll see what the Stars can do, see if they can get some more points on the board.
And as a Stars player, this is probably one of the worst places to get a line out is right outside the 22, because if you pass it out, you can't kick directly out and gain that, gain those meters.
Not straight. What do you want? Let's go.
All right, so we're going to go ahead and take a look at how that's the selects.
There's a replay here.
Turn over that ball.
On the cross.
And it looks like it was not straight.
Last play, ladies, last play.
Last play is going to be a scrum down here now to the select side. Let's see what they do here to finish it off strong.
Bind! Set!
And selects take it. They're past the 22-meter line. Number 9 scoops it out to number 22, who splits 2 defenders and picks up a good 7 meters in the process. Slanging it out again to the fly half, who dishes it to the inside, and she's met
Now they can exploit this weak side here. Kayla Cook was just yelling for that ball. They got
a big mismatch. They got 3-on-2 out here on the weak side. Let's see if number 9 can dig it out. Oh, and just can't quite do it. And the Stars are going to get the ball here.
Credit to the Stars for slowing that ball down. Otherwise, they were looking like they were in danger on that weak side, because if Glory was able to get that ball out, then
they should run this ball here because they're at time. Shouldn't be kicking for touch. All right, so Selects have the ball now. Slings it back out to number 21. Finds number 16. And it's fumbled a little bit out there. Looks like 20 is able to jump on it. The Stars are coming off with the counter ruck. They're not having this.
Yeah, and that's in from the side. They're trying to generate some pressure. Ariel takes the quick tap. Avery Rain running with the ball here. Let's see if they can stop drifting off the side. Let's see if Blaze can finish this off. She's got some support here.
And she gets right past the 22-meter line as she's tripped up. Good tackle by the Stars defender at that point.
Nice quick ball, good recognition by Avery to just get that out even before Gloria gets to the ruck.
And out to the fly half to 12. To number 20, who's running hard. High knees. Getting in there. Let's see if they can ruck over, clear that ball out.
Stay back.
They opt for the pick and go.
You see Capital just wants to play ball. They want to get more points on the board before this game ends.
Yeah, Capital Selects are not giving up. Nice offload there to number 13, who's found some space. She splits both the defenders and just stopped a meter short of the try line.
Roll out,
no
Lou.
Support
Alicia,
there.
leave it. Leave it.
Capital support coming in 1s and 2s, and
that's going to be a penalty.
They're lucky there to get that penalty. Let's see if they can finish this off.
Hey,
more points.
Gloria.
Going to take it out to the 5-meter line here, and Select Sides taps, looks for the and it's intercepted. The Stars with the ball.
It looks like Esther Anderson running away.
And it's a foot race, but number 20 is catching up to her. And tackled out of bounds. That's probably going to be the end of play. Strong way to end the game for the Stars, not giving up, even in the face of adversity, down by a lot of points on that, on their own try line, backs against the wall. They're able to pull out a nice play. Again, a day of not being able to finish, I think, for the Stars in general, and a day that I think the Capital side really imposed their will on the other team.
Yeah, sure did, Eric. I think the Stars, if they were able to generate more pressure right from the beginning, I think it would have been definitely a closer match. You saw that they really started to pick up momentum in that second half here. But credit to the Capital Selects. They knew exactly what their strengths were, and they were able to exploit it here. Really right from the get-go. As soon as the Stars realized how they could fix it, it was a little bit too late there.
So, yeah, there's some good things I think you can take away from the Stars, though. I thought their defense at times was really great. They played a good chunk of that end of the first half where they were coming across the line. I think there's obviously, in a 47-5 game, things that they're going to be able to work on moving forward. But this is against also a very, very talented Select side. Let's not forget the Capital team out there. They're pretty stacked, and they've been playing together pretty well, which is evident from what we saw here today.
Yeah, and going forward, I'm not sure what Liz Entwistle, the director of Stars, has coming up for her teams, but as for the Capital Selects, they have their next game in Raleigh in mid-February. They're going to be facing off against Life University.
Oh, yeah.
Last year, we traveled down to Atlanta. I played in that game, and we were able to come away with a pretty close win. So, Life is one of the best varsity programs for the women's side. So we're going to go ahead and, we'll see.
Do you think you're going to be out on the bench there, out of the booth and back on the field by the time they take on life?
That's a good question. I'm going to see. It's, still to be determined.
If it was up to me, I would just go ahead and tear your other ACL and have you back in here.
Oh, well, I don't know how to react to that, Eric, but we want to go ahead and make sure we take this second, though, to really thank Next Level Rugby. They've done a phenomenal job all day putting on this broadcast, and we still have one more left to go. But all of these replays and excellent streaming so that you guys at home can make sure you're not missing out on the action. Although, I don't know why you would want to miss out on sitting out in this cold.
Without them, it would just be me talking in an empty room. And I'm very grateful for our production staff. Absolutely. They did a great job. And it looks like we're going to go head down to the field for a little interview with
Nancy Fitz, head coach of the Capital Selects.
Hi, this is Josiah Tillett with Capital Rugby Union. I'm here with the head coach, Nancy Fitz, of the Capital women's team. And congratulations on a great win. Tell us about what went right with your game plan and how your players worked and got this win.
Thanks. We were really excited. We wanted to play it wide, and we were able to do that. First couple tries came from our wings, which means everybody's doing their job. We wanted to have nice, quick, clean rucks, and we did for the most part, and that allowed us to be able to play into space.
Wonderful, great. And the only other question is, for the rest of your season, how do you kind of build on this big win, and what does this do for your players and your program as you seek to continue moving on and getting better?
Well, this is great. We're sort of in a transition with the coaching staff, so we had a game last weekend, and it was pretty close against the South, so I think we built on that this week, and now we've got a game in 3 weeks, so it's nice to be able to put things together a couple games in a row. Then we'll take a break and pick up again next winter, but hopefully we'll have some camps during the spring and winter, or spring and fall, to get more players in.
Sure. Well, congratulations, and thank you so much for taking the time, and back to you guys in the booth.